decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good Wednesday morning. A clear, quiet start to the morning commute. No crashes or incidents to report early on this morning across Lee, Collier, Charlotte counties. All of our overnight construction has cleared. Should have a smooth ride up and down I-75. No delays out on US 41 just yet. Area bridges running up to speed at about 2 to 3 minutes in each direction, crossing the Caloosahatchee and the Peace River. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596-BACK. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
When Truly Nolan is on the chase, what do you know? You know they're faster than a speeding cockroach, able to leap into spaces where only spiders hide. You know they're smarter than conniving ants and more nimble than a swarm of mosquitoes. You know whatever they're after, they'll get the job done right. Because when Truly Nolan is in hot pursuit, you know there's no escape. Schedule your free estimate today and get $50 off pest control by going to trulynolan.com or call us at 800-GO-TRULY.
Throughout the month of October, Jason and Todd at the Diamond District want to offer you 5 years interest-free financing on the largest selection of beautiful fashion diamond jewelry now at the Diamond District. Financing based on approved credit and available on the entire selection of fashionable diamond jewelry.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy. If you're thinking about buying new windows, consider New South. Don't even think about buying windows from anyone else till you see what our factory can do for you. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Is foot pain making your life miserable? The Good Feet Store specializes in foot pain relief. Call 552-FEET or visit us at the Good Feet Store in Naples or our newest location in Fort Myers. Or stop in for a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet Store.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Available at Navage.com.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com is the website. Steele has 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching the program and subscribing to the podcast. It's real simple. All you have to do is go to the website there, and there's a link so you can hook up there, and you can listen to the program at your convenience anytime during the day, night, evening, weekends, mornings, or any other time that I've missed here off the top of my head. All right, coming up, it seems like Jen Psaki has forgot about the 10th Amendment, or maybe the media has, or maybe the federal government has. They're not really sure about how the 10th Amendment works. Maybe it was repealed when talking about how federal law overrides state law and talking about the questionable aspects of certain vaccine mandates and the like. And it's kind of an interesting conversation we'll get to in just a bit. And some of the other things that Jen Psaki was saying yesterday, including one of the biggest things that you could hear out of the mouth of the White House and this administration. And it's pretty simple. And it's straightforward now. Come and get us. That's really what Democrats are saying. This is where they are right now. Come and get us. In other words, we are going to feign this idea that $3.5 trillion, the Build Back Better plan, we got to spend all this money, but in order to get others on board, maybe we'll lower the cost down, quote unquote. And how many times have I said this before? How many times did I say this to Jake the Millennial, even though he continues to watch Chappelle on Netflix there in the other room is what he's doing. Is that what you're doing right now? Did you watch the Chappelle, the Netflix special?
No, I did not.
No, okay. Are you looking forward to seeing that, or is that? There's a whole story on Chappelle. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Oh, yes, there is a huge story.
Yeah, cancel culture and trying to cancel. Did you? There's something that happened in the Netflix offices with 3 individuals who decided that they were going to force their way into an executive meeting because they're upset over Chappelle's alleged transphobia and what happened to those employees and what Netflix basically said to them and to everybody else who's watching Netflix. Pretty interesting. We'll have that story coming up. But I digress. Let me get back on track here. So the idea that now Democrats, this administration, are going to tell you this is what the plan is, everything that we said about they're going to make it sound as if they're lowering the cost of the Build Back Better plan, and so they're going to get Democrats on board, Manchin and Sinema, and we're going to make this happen. And this whole idea that Bernie Sanders has been doing the do, and he's been...
This is what you do.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
What you do.
What you do is you try to fundamentally transform the country and change everything economically. You know, this great reset that everybody has been talking about on this station. You go right down the line, and every host has mentioned it at least once because it's real. Capitalism has to go. The free market and capitalism. Look at everything that's around you, everybody. Don't you understand that inflation is rampant right now? You can't get container ships to bring goods to stores. Christmas and Thanksgiving could possibly really truthfully be canceled because you're not going to be able to buy products. You can't get diapers and toilet paper. You can't get all of these things. Of gas prices are through the roof. We've got an immigration issue along the border. And the reason why all of this is happening, everybody, is because of capitalism and the free market. It's time we just blow all of this up figuratively and start from scratch. This is what Democrats and Bernie Sanders have been wanting. Well, the progressive side of Democrats, of the Democrat Party, which is now the Democrat Party. I mean, they run the show, people. If you're a Democrat, that's your party. They run the show. That they want to fundamentally transform. And it's not even hiding anymore. It's out in the open. It is not covert, it's overt. It's right there in your face. And we've got the evidence to show that that's exactly what is happening. And I don't know how many Democrats or independents, the idea of an independent is hysterical to me. Nobody's an independent. There's no such thing as an independent. Well, I decided that I'm going to vote for somebody based on, the right person for the job. Really? What's that based on? Well, it's based on, it's based on your fundamental beliefs and your ideology or your morality. It's based on something. There's no independent thought here. It's like saying I'm a nonpartisan when it comes to running for the school board. You can't ask me my party affiliation because it doesn't make a difference because it's all about the kids. Oh, and there's another story about that. Probably safe to say, no doubt about it. I read it yesterday. I wasn't sure how to talk about it until this morning because it's pretty graphic. It's hard to hear. But again, probably the biggest story when it comes to schools, when it comes to the agenda in schools, school boards, what they are doing, the lies they are telling, what they will do to protect those that are doing their bidding when it comes to changing the fabric of this country. When we hear about this story, the horror in Loudoun County, implicating local and federal officials, If you were watching Tucker Carlson last night, you probably heard about this. I don't know how many people have talked about it yesterday and even last night. And I'm talking about the conservative hosts have touched on this topic because it's so sensitive. It's so unbelievable. It's so outrageous. And we're going to talk about it this morning. And the fact that the media is just blowing this off like it doesn't exist because of critical race theory, the transgender LGBTQ agenda, and how they are willing, school boards are willing to protect the agenda at any cost. Protect the agenda at any cost. The idea that a child in a school could have been raped in a school by a transgender boy, 2 occasions that it happened. And we come to find out that the parent who has been the poster person for the National School Board and the Attorney General of the United States, and the idea of you being a domestic terrorist would show up at a school board meeting, unbelievably, of course, upset about the situation, knowing full well what happened to his daughter, and to be dragged out of a school board meeting. And the reason why is because there was a cover-up going in the Loudoun County School District that happened in the school. They knew it happened. They tried to cover it up to protect the agenda at all costs. And we see this happening. And it's the most outrageous story, and I'll get into detail coming up this morning because it's exactly why you show up at school board meetings. It's exactly why you care about what is happening in our schools. It's because there are people in our districts that will, at any cost, protect the agenda at the cost of kids' lives and their future and what happens to them. And if that sounds hyperbolic and outrageous, then somebody has to explain how this transpired, how this happened. When we talk about it in detail, if you watched Tucker Carlson's program last night, you know what I'm talking about. And somebody has to step up from the school board. Someone in this country has to step up and tell us why this is okay. But getting back to Jen Psaki and getting back to the dismantling, the fundamental transformation of this country, and especially the economy, you know, we're getting tired of hearing it. We're getting not the fundamental transformation. Yeah, well, we are getting tired of that part of it. But we're getting tired of people in the media telling you that what you're concerned about and the things you're worried about and what you care about when it comes to your family and when it comes to the future of this country, a country that we love. Understand that, man. We love this country. We love this country for all the reasons that this country was founded, our Christian values and the values that this country was founded on. You can fight it all you want, but all you got to do is read the founders' papers, documents, personal writings. You'll find out for yourself. Stop fighting what has transpired in the past. Stop it. Stop fighting it. It's just a fact. And that we love this country and we don't want to see it destroyed. Democrats and the progressive left Marxists, for some reason, feel like that they have a better plan and a better idea for this country that we don't accept. And I would say the majority of the American people don't accept. And understanding that when we start to hear about Jen Psaki saying things like, yeah, we're gonna fundamentally transform the country. The president wants to do that. And look, it's not my words, it's her words, and we'll play it in just a second. By the way, you heard probably yesterday that the Labor Department reported a record 4.3 million workers quit their jobs in August. It's the highest level in 20 years. Is it because they're looking for jobs with more pay? Is that what's happening? Employment vacancies fell to 10 million during the month, a drop of 659,000 from July's upward revised 11 million. Food and service accommodation industries were hard hit, along with the retail and healthcare industries. The AP admitted one reason for the increase in people quitting their jobs was the stimulus checks from the federal government. Ding, ding, ding. Combined with enhanced unemployment benefits and stimulus checks. All right, I get it. Don't tell us that that's not what's happening. Layoff and lockdowns combined with enhanced unemployment benefits and stimulus checks gave many Americans the time and the financial cushion to rethink their careers. Is that what's happening? Are they rethinking their careers? Because there's plenty of jobs that are out there. And again, if you're saying to yourself, well, Drew, that's the point. This is a good thing, right? I mean, they're going out and they're trying to get a job and they want to maybe work in the profession that they're in or get another job, and they just want more pay. What's wrong with that? Because there's a couple of things that are wrong with that. Number one, you have a government that is forcing that to happen, not a marketplace that is allowing that to take place, but a government that is forcing this to happen. Does that make sense, Jake? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you see where that makes sense? When the federal government comes in and gives you stimmy checks and you get all these different monies from the federal government. You got enhanced unemployment checks. Some people are making upwards of $30,000 a year just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Well, I don't want to go back to the job I had hourly before. And that instead of the marketplace bringing prices up, wages up, that the federal government is forcing this to happen. That's not a good thing. That's not a positive, everybody. That's not a hey, this is great because we're going to get more money. Yeah, $15 an hour minimum. We're throwing that out the window. We want 25, 30. We're going to go. And the government comes along and says, hey, listen, we can make this happen. We can make this happen by doing all of these things, giving these checks out. To have you sit around and do absolutely nothing while you're looking for something that's going to be more than that, where the marketplace and your skill level would dictate that we can't do it. Does that make sense, Jake? I hope so. I mean, no, I'm not saying it makes sense that that's what's taking place. Just that no, it is what's taking place. And not that. 239-479-5592. Tell me I'm making sense. But anyway, the point is that this is all made. This is all made by this administration, by this government. What is happening with our economy, what is happening with inflation. This is all man-made. This is not organic. This is not the marketplace dictating that's what this is. This is artificially the marketplace dictating this. When you have Jen Psaki, who says it out loud, the quiet part out loud, everybody.
The president doesn't prefer then one avenue or the other.
The president wants to make fundamental change in our economy, and he feels coming out of the pandemic is exactly the time to do that. And if we don't do it now, if we don't address the cost of childcare, to go back to Josh's question earlier, if we don't address the climate crisis, if we don't ensure that universal pre-K is a reality now, we're not going to have the same opportunity to do it for some time.
There you go. We've got to fundamentally transform the economy. That's it. That's the Great Reset, everybody. That is this tearing down of capitalism and the free market and things that we know right now with this Build Back Better plan, which is not building back better. It's exactly what you're seeing now and then some. All artificially created by an administration who wants to destroy it. And that's what you voted for? Well, I mean, I know you didn't vote for it, but Democrats, that's what you vote. Independents. I'm an independent. I just wanted to go with somebody. You just hated Donald Trump so much that you were willing to vote for a cockroach or a sweet potato if it was anyway. I think there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, not the cockroach and the sweet potato thing, but the idea that now, this administration is saying out in the open what everybody has known for a very long time. There's a plan here. This isn't an administration that is thinking that, well, the former president was in the middle of a pandemic. We didn't have gas prices like this. We didn't have rampant inflation. we didn't have issues with jobs and the things that we didn't have a lot of these issues in the middle of a pandemic. And as he gets out of this and leading into October, it wasn't this bad. We were turning the corner. We were starting to grow back and get these jobs back on track, and didn't have the issues along the border, and we didn't have inflation out of control spiraling the way it is, and we didn't have a lot of the issues that we have now. So how is it possible that this took place now, 8 and 9 months later? Isn't it obvious? There's more about of what Jen Psaki had to say yesterday with regard to vaccine mandates. There's the governor of the state of Florida, Ron DeSantis, had a couple of things to say about that. And as a matter of fact, he's put forward some thoughts on what's going on with mandates. And, on the heels of Texas saying, we're not going to have it. We're not going to have these vaccine mandates. We're not on board with that. The Florida Department of Health is now fining one county more than $3.5 million after it fired over a dozen workers for doing what? Well, we'll talk about that coming up. Stay break 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
This Fox Business Report is presented by Island Air. High-quality AC repair and installation. Online at islandairfl.com. Online at islandairefl.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
A growing supply chain crisis may mean empty store shelves for the busy holiday shopping season. President Biden plans to meet with industry leaders at the White House today to discuss the problem. Walgreens says it's closing 5 more stores in San Francisco, citing the ongoing rampant theft problem plaguing the city. The CEO and chairman of Hasbro died yesterday, just 2 days after taking medical leave. 58-year-old Brian Goldner said in a statement last year he'd been undergoing cancer treatment since 2014. And stocks closed lower as investors gauge inflationary pressures and signs emerge that global economic growth is slowing. The Dow slipped 117 points. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report. Invested in you.
Hey, it's Drew Steele talking about my friends at Amco of Bonita Springs, 992-2626. That's 992-2626. Whatever is going on with your vehicle, they will fix it and fix it right. They are a great conservative business. And I can tell you they have a great local reputation for doing good work. And they also have an awesome customer base. It's been established over the past 13 years. So give them a call at 239-992-2626 so you can arrange to meet with them. Let them know you heard about it right here on 92.5 Fox News and Drew Steele. By the way, talk about great conservatives. They've built the American Spirit Movement, a place where conservative consumers and businesses can connect in 5 critical areas. You've got your vote, but you also have your wallet, the cash register, supporting conservative businesses. So go to the American Spirit Marketplace. You can keep conservative dollars in conservative pockets. Block by block, city by city, states by state. We're going to build this up. Go to the American Spirit Movement website at americanspiritmovement.com. It's more than a conservative movement. It's a conservative awakening.
I'm Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Unfortunately, many drivers in Florida do not carry liability insurance or have limits of insurance that are insufficient to cover your injuries. Uninsured motorist is valuable coverage that you can purchase to protect you in those instances. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Office in Fort Myers, Naples.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmett Smith talk about QC? It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Introducing the Fpl Energy Manager, a new way to take control of your energy use and your bill. You can monitor, analyze, even simulate your energy use and save. Find savings to sing about at fpl.com/take control.
Check this out, Southwest Florida. We're happy to announce you can still get the original MSRP for your trade-in, but only at Naples Nissan. If your trade-in is a 2013 or newer with less than 120,000 miles on it, regardless of brand or where you bought it, Naples Nissan will pay you the full original base MSRP for it so you can drive home in a brand new Nissan. Yes, that means whatever your car was worth when it was new, even if you didn't buy it new, that's exactly what it will be worth right now. But only here at Naples Nissan. We've got hundreds of new and like-new low-mileage pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Now is the time for you to make that upgrade. To get full details on how you can get the full original base MSRP for your trade-in, come see us at Naples Nissan here on Pine Ridge Road or visit naplesnissan.com today. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined.
Water everywhere. You can't swim in it. You can't stand drinking it. Heck, it's so bad it's on the news every day. Hi, I'm Rob Hill from Bob Hill Plumbing. We've invested over 66 years here in Naples, bringing you clean, drinkable water for your home or condo. We realize we can't fix the water problems everywhere, but we can definitely clean up the water inside your home. Our government does their best to deliver safe water for use. But wow, who wants chlorinated yellow water at every faucet? Let us install a Halo home filtration system and remove all the bad taste, color, and odor from your water. Halo removes 99% of all chlorine, ammonia, and all the bad-tasting chemicals in our municipal water system. Call Bob Hill Plumbing today and let us install a Halo water system in your home so you can once again enjoy clean, bottle-quality water at every faucet. Bob Hill Plumbing. Let me be your plumbing guy.
To schedule service, call Bob Hill Plumbing at 262-6119 or bobhillplumbing.com.
They helped weave the fabric of our very existence and served our country with distinction. They are America's veterans. We honor their commitment, their service, and their patriotism.
Harvey Engelhardt offers the chance to honor those military heroes who have served honorably and passed away with the military funeral and interment at any national cemetery, including Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. We'll see you through from the beginning to the end of a military funeral. Did you know that all veterans are entitled to a free space at a national cemetery? That includes a free grave liner, free marker, free preparation and closing of the grave. This can represent thousands of dollars in savings to the spouse or family of a veteran. The service will include the burial flag and honor guard, and in some cases, transportation reimbursement. Harvey Engelhardt can help you pre-plan now to ensure that your wishes are met and your family doesn't have to worry about the expenses and details when the time comes. Call us at 239-936-2177. We're here to help.
Wink News Traffic.
Good morning. We have a crash along Daniels Parkway approaching the I-75 southbound turn lanes, heading onto the interstate with a little bit of roadblock in that left turn lane. So avoid that stretch of Daniels right now if you need to get on the interstate from there. We're starting to see some backups building westbound because of it along Daniels Parkway. May want to get on from either Colonial or Alico, depending on how far north or south you are of Daniels Parkway. They also have a disabled vehicle in North Naples at a busy intersection, Pine Ridge Road and Livingston Road, not causing any major backups, but Collier County deputies out there trying to get it cleared. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. Most people don't know this, but in Southwest Florida, your air conditioner is designed for an outdoor temperature of about 92 degrees and the indoor temperature at 75. Well, oddly enough, it gets hotter than that in Florida in the summertime. That means that part of the year, your air conditioner is too small by design. It's the correct size for the house, but in the summertime it seems to struggle for a little while in the afternoon, which may be very normal. So don't panic. Use a NATE certified mechanic to find out the truth and make sure your machine is sized correctly. Bigger is not better in this business. The right size is the right size. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949. Locally owned and operated.
I wasn't able to sleep in my own bed. Because of my wife's struggles with CPAP, I had to move out to the couch, out to the recliner, out to my son's bunk bed. That is, until she started using Inspire, a sleep apnea treatment that works inside her body with just the click of a remote.
Get back to sleeping in your own bed with Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. To learn more, visit InspireSleep.com. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
This is a message for all men. Look, my family doctor said my ED was incurable. There was nothing anyone could do but perform surgery. My wife was supportive. She told me it wasn't important and there were other things we could do, but deep down, I knew she was disappointed. I felt less of a man, less of a husband. I was embarrassed. I heard the ads for the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, and I thought to myself, how can the doctors at that clinic claim to resolve my erectile dysfunction in 15 minutes or less? So I called, made an appointment, my wife went with me, and let me say, my doctor was wrong. We have regained our intimacy. They can help. No matter your age or your condition, $99 for a doctor consultation and a test dose of the medication can help. Call now, 239-317-7777, 317-7777, 317-7777, or FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. And be sure to ask about the incredible Pulse ED, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size.
Southwest Florida homeowners. Home values are up and interest rates are down, which means now is a great time for a mortgage checkup. This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse. Many of you listening might have purchased or refinanced your home within the past year, so your mortgage could be the last thing on your mind. However, the real estate market has changed quite a bit in 2021, which means your home has likely increased in value. More equity in your home means there has never been a better time to get cash out for home improvements. You could also qualify for a lower mortgage rate with our no closing cost refinance loan, and for some, more equity in your home means you could eliminate mortgage insurance. Mortgage Warehouse is Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader. No points, no hidden fees, no closing cost, period. Give us a quick call today at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
At Duncan's Diamonds, we are obsessed with finding you a diamond as unique as your love. As direct diamond importers, we traveled the world to find pieces of unbeatable value and quality. We have 30 times the selection of a typical jewelry store. From enchanting engagement rings to previously enjoyed Rolex timepieces, we have a special something for everyone.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds. We have an unparalleled passion for bringing you the best in diamonds and jewelry. We're here to make this spectacular manageable with expert guidance, exceptional discounts, and unmatched financing programs.
With no middleman, we're able to offer prices 30 to 40% below the rest.
We will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and you can count on it. Come see us today.
Duncan's Diamonds. It's worth the drive to give the gift of a lifetime.
US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Naples at Mercado.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Disney Plus just released the first footage of the new Home Alone reboot that's coming out next month.
What?
Yeah, it's a short movie, though, because the kid has a Ring doorbell and just calls the police.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty... Yeah, a lot of people have the Ring doorbell. Why are we doing Home Alone reboots? That's what I'm saying. You know, it's amazing to me how they continue to do this. It's like there's no more original thought in Hollywood. Like, it's done. There's nothing else to do. We just go back and keep rebooting all these old movies. And then, has there been a reboot that has been good, better than the original? Is there a reboot that you look at and go, wow, you know what? I'm really happy that they did this. Because if they didn't do this, my life would be different. Or maybe that's a little drastic. But you see what I'm saying. Has there been any reboots that are good? I can't think of one. Maybe you can. 239-479-5592. I've been trying to think about it, racking my brain, and there's not a lot there to rack, so it takes not too long. And I just couldn't come up with anything.
I can name some bad ones.
I can name a lot of bad ones. I'll bet you this Home Alone reboot's going to be pretty bad as well.
Well, telling by the cover art, yeah, I don't know about it.
I don't know either. But anyway, hey, let's get to some good stuff. It's Biden's America.
Biden's America.
Poor kids are just as tall as white kids.
In Biden's America.
Lion dog-faced pony soldier.
In Biden's America. Who knows what we'll see?
You know the thing.
You know the thing.
Get your words straight, Jack. Come on, man.
U.S. oil prices finished above $80 a barrel on Monday. That's the highest in nearly 7 years. Those higher prices mean pain at the pump for drivers. The national average for a gallon of gas hit a fresh 7-year high Monday. Prices have nearly doubled since bottoming at $1.77 for a gallon of gas at the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, boy. There you go. So we got the gas prices surging through the roof. It used to be $1.70. Do you remember that? It wasn't too long. $1.77 for fuel. How nice was that? Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I just paid almost $4 for super yesterday. Was it like $3.90? $3.90? It was $3.90 something. I stopped looking. I just can't look anymore.
I have to look.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice.
Well, I have to look as well. But yeah, it's not a good thing. All right, here we go. Frank's in Fort Myers. Frank, give me the movie reboot that was better than the original, or it was worth doing.
Okay. Good morning. It was Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle? You mean the Eddie Murphy remake, Dr. Dolittle?
Yeah. Yeah, but do you remember in the 60s it came out? So Eddie Murphy was funnier.
Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of this, thanks for the call. I don't know, really. Do you think that with the Eddie Murphy was better than the 60s version of Dr. Dolittle?
I thought that was the version.
Oh, you did. That's right. You come from a generation. Here's you want a little inside Drew Steele baseball, little story?
Hollywood's been doing this for years.
All right, here you go. There's a little inside Drew Steele baseball. You're going to like this, Jake. 2 stories I'll tell you quickly. One is, in my former songwriting career, back in 2000, the beginning of 2000 through to 2005, one of the things that I was doing was I was writing with my songwriting partner, and we were doing a lot of music for movies and soundtracks. And one of the movies that we had a chance to pitch was Dr. Dolittle. And we had a chance to do that. Also, another thing that is out there that not a lot of people know, I'll have to wait till Jake gets off the phone because he hasn't heard this story yet. All right, you ready for this story? Here's a little inside Drew Steele baseball songwriting. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And I have the proof of this, and I'll have to bring this article in from the news press because the news press did an article on myself and my songwriting partner back in 2000, and I forget what year it was. But I had received a call from the Universal movie and soundtrack division at Universal Music, in California. And they said, hey, listen, we really think we have an opportunity to pitch a song that if you guys can do a song for a new movie that's coming out. Universal has decided that they're going to do animated movies now. They want to do like what Disney's doing, right? They wanted to start doing a bunch of animated movies. They have this idea for a movie. And we think that we can get the lead song because they're having a problem signing the song that they want. And so put the song together and let's get the pitch going and see if we can get it. Great. So they sent us the script of this movie. It's like, okay. So we start reading and we're looking at the script and we're like, okay, you read through the script to try to get ideas to figure out what you're going to write for the soundtrack. And so we're looking through the script and it's like, all right, this is clever. We get it. Okay. And so we finish up the song. We send the song in. They love the song. They pitch it to Universal. And then we come to find out about a week and a half later that they ended up getting the rights for the song that they wanted originally. Thanked us for the opportunity because we were right in line to get it. But we didn't get it. But they ended up getting the song that they wanted. And the movie was Shrek. They didn't have the rights yet locked down for All Star by Smash Mouth, which was the song from Shrek. And they were looking to try to pitch. And we had the song on the pitch. This close, my fingers are thinly spread apart to my whole life being changed forever. And the news press actually did an article on it. And it actually shows us writing the song and the script and everything. It was like, you look back and it's like, and we're looking and we're like, all right, so the green guy, he's like, lives out in the woods. He's kind of nasty, dirty, and he meets this princess. And all right, this is cool. Like, so we had no idea what it was at the time.
Like one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah. So now I'm thoroughly depressed. 239-479-5592. That's a true story, and I will bring. If you want to see it, I'll bring the. I still have it at the news
frame it.
The paper. All right. Like I said, I'm really depressed. Bob's in Fort Myers. All right, cheer me up, Bob.
Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, they did a reboot of True Grit, which held really close to the original John Wayne movie. You know, they did that one with Jeff Bridges played Rooster Cogburn. Yeah, it was a fantastic movie. It was a great reboot.
What year was that?
Oh, my gosh.
Was that like the 80s? The 70s or the 80s?
Could have been, it might have been 90s.
That's because Hollywood was still okay then. Everything started to shift, like I think in the 90s, right? In the 80s and the late 80s, early 90s, Hollywood was, as far as ideas and stuff, that was still okay. I mean, they came up with Back to the Future and everything, and then everything just went. And all of a sudden, it was like, it's just then Kim Kardashian's doing Saturday Night Live. Who knew? I mean, it's like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right, thanks. 239-479-5592. I think that's when you know you've hit rock bottom. When Kim Kardashian is hosting Saturday Night Live, isn't that what it's like? Phew. It's like Wile E. Coyote. You've hit pavement at that point. Although I have to admit, there were she's in a lot of trouble. The family, OJ, no, not the family of the victims of who is it? The Brown family. Pretty upset with the comments that she made about OJ and this whole. It was like a slashing joke in OJ, and it was pretty. Yeah.
Well,
listen, we're moving on. We are absolutely moving on. I'm not doing it. All right, well, I'll just go to Phil real fast because Phil was kind enough to call. Hello, Phil in Naples.
Good morning.
All right, so Phil's got a remake that's because we know the Home Alone reboot's coming. All right, so what's a reboot that's as good as or better than the original?
The Color of Money from The Hustler. Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
So
I thought The Color of Money was a pretty good reboot.
Yeah. All right. Okay. But again, you see that? We're going back to like the reboot was what? Probably in the 80s?
Late 80s, early 90s,
yeah,
probably,
see, and then after that, it was Kim Kardashian on SNL. So, see, that's what we're talking about.
Have a good day.
You do. You do the same. You do. I said you do. meant to say you too. It's just it's that kind of the Shrek story. Just it's really depressed me. All right, moving on. Speaking of depression, here you go. Here's Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. Now, do we want to go to Nancy Pelosi? Who do you want to go to first? You want to go to Nancy Pelosi? Let's go to Jen Psaki because we talked about Jen Psaki. Or no, why are you making a face? All right, here's Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki's trying to explain everything that's going on with the supply chain and the issues of these container ships. They're offshore. You've got Home Depot and Walmart that are like, hey, we're going to have to get ships to go out to the container ships to bring stuff to shore because we're having issues and we're concerned about the Christmas season and Thanksgiving in December and all of the things that are going on. And right now with the stocks of the shelves, and we're worried about the panic buying that could possibly be happening. And then this topic comes up with regard to the supply chain.
What's the White House response to people who say vaccine mandates have reduced the workforce and contributed to this problem?
Well, I know world-renowned business, travel, and health expert Senator Ted Cruz has made that point, but...
that is a gotcha right there. That is a heavy... Oof. Oh, that hurts. That hurts going after Ted Cruz, who's making the case that, with all these mandates, you have vaccine mandates, that there's a possibility that there are people that are not going to want to work for a company that is mandating vaccines because maybe they have a personal issue or maybe they already have natural immunity, the kind of natural immunity that we come to find out yesterday. It seems more and more research is happening that would suggest that the natural immunity that many people have is actually stronger than the immunity you're getting from the vaccine, that this kind of natural immunity, but we still have to get a shot, but yet we still have to have this vaccine. And why would I get it if my natural immunity is stronger than the immunity I get from a vaccine? But that's not happening, right, Jake? There's nobody that's doing that. I mean, we're not having Jake. No, let's just put it this way. We've already talked about this. Jake knows lots of people who, whether they had the choice to vaccinate or work, they're like, how much do I get in a SNMI? Yeah, exactly. All right.
I wouldn't say that is widely acknowledged or echoed by business leaders who have implemented these mandates, by health experts who have conveyed the way to get out of the pandemic is to ensure that we are doing exactly the steps the president has announced and we are working to implement.
Yeah, let me just stop here for a second. Have we finally seen the disintegration of the elites? Are we done now? The one thing this pandemic has proven to many people across the globe is that if you tell us that you're the smartest person in the room, you're the elites, you're the better than thou, you're the ones that sit high on your congressional ivory tower and we know better than you, and you got to listen to the experts, the so-called experts. We're figuring out really fast that the experts are not really the experts. That they're not as experty as you might imagine. I don't know if that's a word, and I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but I just did it. Yeah, we're quickly finding that out. What else does she say?
It doesn't mean this isn't hard and challenging. Of course it is. We're in the middle of a global pandemic. But ultimately, the job of the President of the United States is to lead, is to follow the advice of health experts, is to ensure that he is protecting the lives of people across the country.
Let me say something about protecting people and lives across the country and leading. I'm pretty confident that there are some people that are still right now as we speak in Afghanistan who are questioning exactly what she just said. I'm pretty sure that when it comes to the southern border and keeping people safe would assume that you would not allow tens of thousands of people into the United States. You would secure a border. That keeps people safe as well, especially during a pandemic, Jen Psaki. You said it. You should circle back, my friend. You should.
I'll circle back.
Yeah, you should circle back on that one because if we're going to be honest, we're in the middle of a pandemic and we come to mandates and things like that. It's really hard to justify doing all the things you're suggesting that people do when it comes to vaccine mandates, and the businesses should be doing this as well. And it's an edict coming from the President of the United States when you won't secure a border and make sure that we don't have people coming into the country who are not vaccinated, you're not doing, or even carrying the vid. So it's really hard to take you serious. And then we come to find out that there's a pipeline of individuals coming from our southern border and south of Mexico and I'm trying to think of where it is. Is it in Guatemala? From Guatemala? Is that where they're coming? Where the word is we've got about 40 to 60,000 people that will be heading towards the border in a matter of weeks, days and weeks. We're going to see even more. They're coming. They're on the way. What's going to happen then? So there's that issue. Oh, and by the way, the president's poll numbers. Yeah, it's all about the vid, right?
And clearly, Governor Abbott knows that federal rules supersede state rules. So why do you think he did this?
Politics.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Well, I think it's pretty clear when you make a choice that's against all public health information and data out there, it's not based on what is in the interest of the people you are governing. It's perhaps in the interest of your own politics.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, anyway, there was a wrong clip, but that was the clip of the vaccine mandates. And what was the question again?
And clearly, Governor Abbott knows that federal rules supersede state rules. So why do you think?
Do federal laws supersede state laws? I mean, we do have a 10th Amendment in place, right? And we do have a. Did that go anywhere? Is it? How does that work? Powers not delegated to the U.S. by the Constitution or prohibited by states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Just trying to think of all of that, how that all works. But anyway, that's beside the point. 239-479-5592. It's really not. It's actually the point. All right, we'll get to some more Jen Psaki fundamentally transforming the economy of the United States. That's what Joe Biden is doing. Her words, not mine. We'll have that coming up. Also, Nancy Pelosi had a couple of things to say yesterday that were, let's just put it this way. Here's a tease for you. That's all you need to know. So we'll have that coming up. Plus, one of the most disturbing stories, important stories as well, that you're going to hear about today, if you haven't heard about it yet, in a long time, that has to do with school boards, that has to do with Loudoun County, the concerns that many parents have had here in Southwest Florida that could happen here. We're going to talk about that coming up. Stay break 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
After a car accident, you can feel like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Our team can help you understand your legal options after an accident. We will file your claim and fight for the full compensation you deserve. If you've been involved in a car accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples. COVID is spiking again, and it's just not clear how to keep your family safe. Fever is the leading symptom of COVID, and the only way to reliably detect it is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 clinical studies.
Hey, is this working? All right, I just wanted to see. Hello. I don't know if it's this. I don't know what's doing it right now. Maybe it's the camera. I just want to say good morning to everybody, and because I haven't done this in a while, and see who's on the chat, who's watching here on at drewsteele.com. A couple of things. If you're watching right now and you're hearing me talking to you, obviously I switched the microphone around. That's why it sounds weird. So I don't have the on-air mic on. I just switched it out so that I can talk to you directly. If you can hear the sound of my voice and you're watching right now, just let me see your name popping up on the chat, and maybe are you watching? Where are you watching it? You're at drewsteele.com or where you're at. So we'll see if you are here with me right now. So far, I don't see anybody saying anything, but I do see. Okay, all right. So there's Doug. Doug is here. Good morning. Good to see you, Doug. So we've got some people that are starting to pop up. I guess we'll see in just a second. Just trying to see who's here and who's on right now and who has left. All right, Jane is here. Good morning, Jane. We have, and I'll say good morning to Jake as well. Florentina is here, and she's doing a little wave. All right, Gary is here. Good morning, Gary. All right, yeah, I know I'm faint. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if this is, no, that's not it. trying to figure out where the microphone is. I think it's coming from the camera, so I don't know. All right, Philo is on, it says Long Island. Donna Mag is watching as well. Richard Wagner. Doug says Kansas proud. Doug, are you in Kansas? Is that where you are right now? Marsha, good morning with the cat with the mustache. And Donna is here. Good morning, Donna. Good to see you as well. Excuse me. I don't know which, gosh, I wish I could figure out which microphone it is. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Oscar and Wayne as well. Good to see you all. Let's see if I can switch it. Is it this thing? Let's see. I'm not even gonna try. I'll just leave it like that for now. All right, let's see. Don is in North Fort Myers. Gary Balser. Good morning, Johnny. Be good. You keep being good, Johnny. And all right, so I gotta go switch over now. All right, just wanted to see who's here. Say good morning, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you cool and comfortable quickly. Call 855-1-HOUR for $50 off your repair or visit onehourair.com and keep your cool. We're
always on time or you don't pay time.
Terms and conditions may apply. Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
For eligible individuals 18 or older only. Not available in Oregon or West Virginia. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
How are your hearing aids sounding now?
A little tinny.
Okay, 2 seconds.
With hearing aids from Lively, everything is done remotely in the comfort of your home, from initial testing to adjustments.
How are they sounding now?
Fantastic. So much better. With Lively, you get premium Bluetooth-enabled hearing aids at thousands less than you'd might expect. The best hearing aid technology is now affordable and convenient. Your hearing aids are sent right to your door. And if you have any issues, we'll make adjustments 7 days a week. No charge. Ah, you people at Lively are wonderful. With Lively hearing aids, you get free shipping, 3 years of follow-up care included free, plus a 3-year warranty with loss and damage coverage. You can't lose. I hear better than I ever thought possible. Now get $100 off your hearing aids when you go to listenlively.com/radio. That's listenlively.com/radio. listenlively.com/radio.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. Had a chance to visit A Locksmith, their showroom in North Naples, and Andrew is the owner. He is a fantastic guy. Get a chance to talk to him. He's a former police officer and an expert on home security. Maybe you have some needs like a safe, a Liberty safe. They are the only Liberty safe dealer in Collier County. And I don't know if you know, but A Locksmith is the oldest locksmith in Collier County and comes with a stellar reputation for professional quality and service. Their staff licensed, bonded, and insured and available, and 100% satisfaction is always guaranteed. Their employees are great. No contractors. They have all their employees there, and they are always professional, on time, serving Collier and Southern Lee counties. So if you're looking for your next Liberty safe, you want to go to A Locksmith. They have 2 Naples showroom, one in North Naples, across from Mercado, and one in the city of Naples, just north of Mooring Line Drive on US 41. Or if you want to find out more, visit alocksmithnaples.com.
From early morning to late at night, the station that gets it right is 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Reopening the borders. I'm Chris Foster. Fox News. Foreign tourists and people visiting friends and family will once again be allowed to come into the United States through Canada and Mexico if they're fully vaccinated for coronavirus. The land borders have been closed for non-essential travel since March of last year because of the pandemic.
The White House says it plans to allow non-essential travel between both the Canadian and Mexican borders in early November. The move follows months of bipartisan calls to reopen the nation's borders to travelers. In Washington, Sean Lanchel, Fox News.
President Biden has meetings today about easing the nation's supply chain problem and is expected to announce the Port of Los Angeles will start operating around the clock to get more goods moving.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said President Biden's meeting with union and port leaders
to discuss the challenges at ports across the country and actions each partner can take to address these delays.
The administration's also meeting with retailers like Walmart and Home Depot to see what they're willing to do to end the supply chain disruptions. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
The House and Senate have now both passed a bill to raise the nation's debt limit into December, avoiding possible debt default next week. The House vote was a yes from every Democrat and a no from every Republican. A coroner in Wyoming releases the cause and manner of death for 22-year-old Gabby Petito. Her body was found last month in a national forest.
Teton County, Wyoming coroner Dr. Brent Blue said Gabby Petito's cause of death was strangulation and the manner of death was homicide. Blue would not comment on the investigation into Brian Laundrie, Gabby's fiancé, who was named a person of interest in her death. He says DNA samples were taken from her body and that it took a month to do this autopsy because they were waiting on specialists to assist.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A wildfire in central California has grown and jumped part of U.S. Highway 101 that's been closed since Monday. The fires burned 21 square miles, threatening homes and ranches. There's more containment of a fire in Northern California that's destroyed some RVs and mobile homes. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Heading out right now on the morning drive. We've got a crash off to the side of Daniels Parkway right near that I-75 overpass. Getting cleared up right now. Shouldn't be causing too much trouble. On Bonita Beach Road, we have a minor crash with some delays westbound. Coming off of Old 41 toward US 41 right near the Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza. So watch out for some backups building, but no roadblock or injuries reported with that crash. 75, 41 both running up to speed. No major problems on the area bridges. Heading in and out of the Cape into Fort Myers. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Leftists make you fret? Check out rightallalong.net, the new web home for 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Southwest Florida homeowners. Home values are up and interest rates are down, which means now is a great time for a mortgage checkup. This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse. Many of you listening might have purchased or refinanced your home within the past year, so your mortgage could be the last thing on your mind. However, the real estate market has changed quite a bit in 2021, which means your home has likely increased in value. More equity in your home means there has never been a better time to get cash out for home improvements. You could also qualify for a lower mortgage rate with our no closing cost refinance loan, and for some, more equity in your home means you could eliminate mortgage insurance. Mortgage Warehouse is Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader. No points, no hidden fees, no closing cost, period. Give us a quick call today at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it. Guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at gooddealsappliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
Youthful, energetic, happy, sexual, strong, physical, no fear, taking the bull by the horns.
Old, tired, joint aches, overweight, wrinkled,
Depressed? Sex? I remember what that was.
In men, low testosterone can lead to muscle loss, extra body fat, fatigue, depression, and erectile dysfunction. In women, hormonal imbalance can similarly cause extra fat around your middle and thighs, lack of desire, feminine dryness, and exhaustion. Suboptimal hormone levels are associated with the development of disease states like osteoporosis, heart disease, and stroke. At Neogenics, we specialize in testosterone, growth hormone promoters, bioidentical hormones, and nutritional programs designed to correct these imbalances and make you feel revitalized. See why patients from across the country are coming to Neogenics and take the first step to feeling great again. Call Neogenics for a free consultation at 277-9999 or find us online at neogenicmd.com. That's 277-9999. Neogenics, rediscover your youth.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching the program. Checking out some of the headlines. I just went to go grab a cup of coffee, and as the TV's on, they have CBS This Morning on, and it says, I forgot what the headlines, exactly how it was put. It was talking about, Blue Origin flight liftoff featuring William Shatner. I just thought it was funny the way they put it. It was like, featuring William Shatner. So, like, every time somebody famous is on board, it's going to be like, the next Blue Origin featuring Kanye West. Or I don't know who the next person would be, but it just seemed odd. I just wonder, what time is it? Is it taking place today? The whole, the William Shatner, the Blue Origin flight, that's today?
9:30.
9:30 this morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's not going to be happening while we're on the air. That's kind of, well, I guess that's good because we'll get to watch it if we want to. I just wonder, and before we get to some of the stories that I wanted to hit on today, including Nancy Pelosi and some of the things that she said, we'll play some of the audio, including how she's upset because the media is not helping enough to push the narrative on the Build Back Better program. Like, what? Again, just saying the stuff that you usually think that they would say behind the scenes. They're just saying it out loud now. It's like everybody knows what we're doing. Okay. I'm not convinced that this is just me talking, and hear me out. Jake, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not confident that William Shatner is all on board with being on board and going out into space. I just get this feeling that in a room someplace, there were some people who, I don't know, millennials, or maybe they're not millennials, but they're like geeky space people who love Star Wars, Star Trek, and everything else. And they said to themselves, wouldn't it be cool if we could get somebody on board that had to do with like some of these space? I got an idea. Why don't we get William Shatner? Yeah, he talks about space all the time. He's the original, the head of the Starship Enterprise. It would be awesome if we can put him. We should get him on the phone, and then they call him up, and it's like, hey, Bill, what do you think? You want to go on? Yeah, I'm 90 right now. And no, it'll be great. I'm telling you, he totally wants to do it. Well, I'm not really sure yet. No, he's totally into this. This is going to be great. Let's get him on board. I mean, it'll be a great promotional thing, and the tie-in with Amazon and William Shatner, and we'll figure out a way to make it work. But I don't know. I'm just wondering if he was sitting there and just like, I'm okay. I've gotten this far. I'm good. I feel like I got a lot of good years in me. I mean, he's remarkably at 90. I mean, he looks like he's in great shape. But I'm not sure if it's one of those things where he's just kind of. And I could be totally wrong. Maybe he's got no doubt. He was like, listen, I'll take that call. I wanted to make the call. So I don't know. I just picture that. Maybe that's just me. That's all it is, Jake. That's how I would have done it. You were in a movie once about space. You want us to launch you? No, I'm good. He's all into, he totally wants to do it. No, I'm not sure. All right. 239-479-5592. I'm really sure we don't want Nancy Pelosi doing anything anymore, being around anything that would have to do with, the IRS, the economy, the planet, ice cream, anything, refrigerators. We don't want her around pretty much anything at this point. Some of the things that Nancy Pelosi talked about yesterday. She's excited about the Build Back Better plan, and she went into the 3 baskets. This sounds like a little more than 3 baskets. Did you hear this, Jake? Listen to this.
The Build Back Better is 3 baskets. It's climate, which we spent some time talking about already, health, jobs, security, and moral responsibility.
All right, so far that's more than, it feels like it's more than 1 basket, but I guess you put all those things in a basket. I don't know. It's
healthcare.
Wait, there's more.
The issues that relate to the Affordable Care Act, Medicare, and Medicaid.
That's more than 3.
Family care.
That's 4. That's more than
some of those issues already.
Yeah.
And so, whatever we do, it will be transformative. It will produce results, and we are very grateful to our president for saying, "I want to pass the bipartisan legislation on infrastructure, but I will not confine my vision for the future to what can be in that bill."
No, please confine your vision, please. Confine the vision. So there's Nancy Pelosi saying there's 3 baskets of a whole lot of baskets, and then going on to say, there's that word again.
Whatever we do, it will be transformative.
Yeah, we don't want transformative. Nobody's asking for transformative. Well, I'm sorry. There's a minority of voices out there that are asking for transformative, and somehow the whole country is going to be fundamentally changed because of a minority of voices who say it has to be. No, that's not what we signed up for. And then she gets upset with the media because they're not helping her to sell this.
Do you think you need to do a better job at messaging and going forward? How do you sell this if ultimately you have to?
Well, I think you all could do a better job of selling it, to be very frank with you.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you could do a better job of selling it? It's not their job to sell it. Well, actually, it is their job to sell it. See, that's when the truth comes out. It's funny that I say that because we're all sitting here going, that's funny, Nancy, because it's not the media's job to help you sell a plan that's going to fundamentally transform and destroy the United States economy as we know it and leading to a great reset that is going to get rid of the free marketing capitalism that has taken so many people out of poverty. That it's astronomical, and the only place that it could have been done the way it was done is in this country with the free market and capitalism, and yet you want to destroy it, and then you say to the media, you're not really helping us a lot, which is kind of the quiet talk out loud now, which everybody knew that you're supposed to be helping here, and you're not helping. What are you doing? And then we get to the issue of the IRS. Now, let's just play the audio, and then there is some easy, basic, fundamental things that we have to look at with regard to this.
One of the pay-fors in the Build Back Better bill that's been proposed is IRS cracking down on some unpaid taxes. Banks are starting to get calls from customers, and they're reporting these calls. They're concerned about this tracking of transactions that is greater than $600. So Americans are starting to be worried about this. Do you think that this pay-for of giving the IRS more money to crack down on unpaid taxes is going to stay in the reconciliation bill? And what do you say to Americans who are concerned about it?
Sounds like, yes, she doesn't want it out of there. She's got no problem with this being in there.
Yes. Well, I mean, with all due respect, the plural of anecdote is not data. I've said that before here. Yes, there are concerns that some people have, but if people are breaking the law and not paying their taxes, one way to track them is through the banking measure. I think 600, but that's a negotiation that will go on as to what the amount is. But yes.
All right, so there's going to be a negotiation to see what the amount is, but it's going to be $600. Seems like it's going to be there. That's where it should stay. Listen, they're not messing around. They are very serious about creating a surveillance state and watching you. That's what this is, right? You do understand. I mean, for those that are Democrats, you Marxists that are out there, I know you hate when I say that to you, but that's your party. And if you don't think it is, you should see the things that they're doing and then look up what Marxism and socialism was all about. And you come to find out it's like almost one and the same, those progressive. It's not a joke.
Not a joke.
That it's interesting that the things that you used to hear behind the scenes are now coming out. They're not going to get rid of this because they want to keep an eye on you. The suggestion that this is all about making sure that people pay their taxes and there's a lot of tax cheats and we just got to watch this. Is that really what you think? The problem is that you've ruined so many things in our life. The things that really are good. the things that we believed were good, that you can't have nice things anymore. We don't trust you. It's like the FBI. At one time, it was a trusted institution that we believed in, that was doing the right thing until we find out that the leadership and some others up and down the line really were not. The whole Trump-Russia collusion hoax, and you can go through all the different alphabet institutions and bureaucracies, whether it's the FBI or the CIA, and you guys got Clapper and Comey and Page and Strzok, and I mean, you can go right down the line. You kind of lost the whole, hey, you can trust us thing. Even when it comes to the IRS and the IRS scandal, if you go back in time to going after the Tea Party, you got to fix that first. And you haven't. Janet Yellen was asked about this. What was this, yesterday? CBS News this evening was asked about the $600 issue. I mean, just listen to this, because maybe I'm missing something.
You want banks to report transactions of $600 or more. That's what the IRS wants. Does this mean that the government is trying to peek into our pocketbooks?
Now, she's talking to Treasury Secretary Yellen. Did I say that? Maybe I didn't mention that. So trying to peek into people's pocketbooks? No.
Want to look at $600 transactions?
Absolutely not. I think this proposal has been seriously mischaracterized.
Tell us.
The proposal involves no reporting of individual transactions of any individual. Look, the big picture is that we have a tax gap that over the next decade is estimated at $7 trillion, namely a shortfall in the amount that IRS is collecting due to a failure of individuals to report the income that they've earned.
But that's among billionaires. Is that among people who are transferring $600?
No, it tends to be among high-income individuals.
So what are we doing? What are we doing here? Look, it's clear that exactly what you think is happening with this is happening. That the fear is that they're targeting you, and somehow this will pop up. And it's just like the issue of the digital currencies that are being discussed. China talking about they're going digital, the US dollar going digital currencies, and how convenient it would be. Could you imagine no more paper money? It would be so easy. No, because all of your money is going to be marked. They're going to know exactly all of your transactions. And there might be a time when there might be an administration. I don't know. I'm making all of this up. Just go with me on this. Where there might be individuals who might want to punish you and really don't want you to have that money that you need to survive for some reason. They might feel like, who knows? You can fill in the blanks in a lot of different ways when it comes to some of the issues that are out there. Maybe you're not following a mandate properly. Maybe you got too many guns. I don't know. Maybe you think that CRT is a bad thing. I don't know. It could be any of those issues, and maybe there's penalties. And listen, if there's penalties and we've got control of, well, you get the idea. I know, but that's ridiculous. That's horrible. Shouldn't even bring stuff like that up, because I would never. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. If you would like to watch the program, subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate you doing that. All right, when we come back, a lot to get to. I believe Brandon Leslie from Florida Conservative Voice is going to join us this morning. We'll talk more about this very, very big story out of Loudoun County. Has to do with school boards. It is a shocking story, but it's one that Tucker Carlson was talking about last night, and so happy to hear people on the conservative side of media discussing this, because it's one of the biggest stories of the year. It's huge, and it has to do with you concerned about your kids and the school boards, and really calls out exactly what our fears have been. We'll talk about that coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. Heading out right now through Bonita Beach Road toward US 41. We have a crash right near the Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, causing some westbound backups, but no roadblock or injuries reported with that crash. Seeing some slight delays on 41 southbound at the intersection of Bonita Beach Road as well. Looking clear along I-75. No major problems up and down the interstate. In Collier County, we do have a crash in the Estates at DeSoto Boulevard North and 33rd Avenue Northeast, so watch out for some activity as troopers are heading out to deal with that crash. We have delays building on Daniels westbound through Gateway, approaching Treeline Avenue and heading toward I-75, and along Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, very backed up, heading toward 23rd Street Southwest and State Road 82. The eastbound Midpoint Bridge slowing down right now to a crawl. You may want to take the Cape Coral Bridge instead if you have to head out of Cape Coral. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea, Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another dry start to the day will give way to a few isolated showers and the potential to see some thunderstorms for this afternoon and into early this evening. Another warm one with highs near 91 degrees. We dry things up overnight. Another dry start to your Thursday morning with a low of 74. 92 for a high tomorrow with more isolated afternoon rain in the forecast. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
Greetings from Health Plan Network. First, a sincere thank you to the folks at WFSX and their loyal listeners. The response to our recent individual health insurance ads have been phenomenal. Second, a short history lesson. When the federal government made their last attempt at socialized medicine or Obamacare, most insurance companies refused to participate, leaving millions with no choice but the high premiums and deductibles on the marketplace. On the other hand, our clients were able to keep their non-cancelable coverage and have enjoyed low premiums and great coverage for the last 7 years. The new administration has promised another run at their stated goal of nationalized health insurance. If you're on Obamacare, uninsured, or on COBRA, now is the time to act. Protect yourself and family with non-cancelable coverage guaranteed to age 65 now. Call me at 239-268-6712 or visit our website at healthplannetwork.net. That's 239-268-6712 or healthplannetwork.net. We can help.
Dial star 2020. Friends, I care.
Trey Radel, your host of The Drive here. I've been to Dr. France and his team for a LASIK procedure. Family members have been there for cataract surgery, and no one can perform a better procedure than Dr. France and his team anywhere in Southwest Florida. They know how important it is to not only clear the blurry view caused by cataracts, but to provide patients with solutions tailored to meet their individual needs. Now, because no two eyes are alike, Dr. France and his team will determine the best lens technology for you and your eyes to make sure you have the best results. Maybe you need clear vision at near, far, and in-between distances, or an extended depth of focus solution for driving at night. Whatever it is, you can trust your eyes with France Eye Care. Experience matters. The latest technology matters. Call France Eye Care today. Dial star 2020 from your mobile phone or call 239-418-0999.
Friends, I care.
This is State Representative Spencer Roach with the most important radio ad I've ever recorded. My message is this: taking back the White House is important, and regaining our majority in the U.S. House and Senate are critical. But the most important vote you will ever cast is for your local school board members. The Lee County School Board has been hijacked by progressive radicals. They get elected because in Florida, school board candidates are allowed to hide their party affiliation from voters. This is wrong, and I've filed a bill that will allow voters to know the party affiliation of every school board candidate on the ballot. Let's put an end to liberal Democrats sneaking into office in our conservative community. This is Spencer Roach, and my top priority is to send these radicals packing. I believe that parents, not government, know what's best for their children, and I will use all the powers of my office to defend your rights. Remember this: it's your school board and they work for you. Sponsored by Friends of Spencer Roach, P.O. Box 3179, North Fort Myers, Florida, 33918.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, this is great. You ready for this, Jake? Asked by an announcer to help kick things off at the Napa Super Dirt Week Pro Stock 50 event at Oswego Speedway on Sunday. You had the guy who said to these three kids, all right, here's what we want to do. We want you three to tell everybody to start their engines. You ready, Jake? Here we go.
Parts, they're going to help kick this thing off. All right, guys, ready? In 3,
2, 1.
Drivers, start your engines! Let's go, Brandon!
The kid's like, drivers, start your engines, let's go, Brandon. And the guy just like, back to you, Bill. They're like, hey, there they go. They get ready to start. Oh, I'm telling you, the let's go, Brandon thing is spreading. It's pretty funny. I got to get a shirt and more. We got coffee mugs. We need all kinds of stuff with let's go, Brandon on it. Hey, before we go to break, also, Netflix decided to fire 3 employees who tried to force their way into an executive meeting over Dave Chappelle alleged transphobia. That's right. They didn't like Chappelle's stand-up special that has garnered outrage among the LGBTQ community over transphobic remarks, and it's pretty interesting because Netflix has responded to all of this and said, we're going to support his artistic freedom. Let me just tell you something about Netflix supporting Dave Chappelle's artistic freedom. If Dave Chappelle was Jake the Millennial, he'd be out quicker than you could blink. Okay? The fact is that Dave Chappelle is making product for Netflix. I believe his first comedy special on Netflix was like the most watched of anything on Netflix ever. It's all about the money. Because believe me, if Dave Chappelle wasn't making them all the money that he's making for them, he would have been out a long time ago. Don't be fooled.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet doors. Drawer fronts, hand-finished by true craftsmen. Designer hardware, new hinges, and everything installed beautifully in less than a week, start to finish. Expensive? No. To the contrary, with refacing by Cornerstone, you'll save so much, we should really talk about your master bathroom, too. Go for wow. Go for Cornerstone.
If you needed heart surgery, who would you call? A doctor who's done it every day, or a doctor who's done it once a year? The same is true about your erectile dysfunction. At the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, our Florida physicians focus on one thing: solving your ED. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, prostate cancer, these all contribute to your ED. And our physicians at the Fort Myers Men's Clinic know how to solve your problems. We have over 50 different custom formulations tailored just for you. You get to try the medication containing FDA-approved ingredients right in our office. Your total cost for the consultation, test dose, testosterone, and PSA test is only $99. If the test dose doesn't work, you pay us nothing. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Call now. 239-317-7777. That's 239-317-7777. And move from skeptic to believer. 317-7777. 317-7777. Or online at fortmyersmensclinic.com.
New tonight on CBS. CSI, the global phenomenon, opens a brand new chapter in Las Vegas.
If we don't get to the truth, nobody will.
It's a new team of crime scene investigators.
We're talking about my lab's reputation.
Preserving justice in Sin City.
Look at the evidence.
New CSI Vegas, tonight 10/9 Central on CBS.
Tonight at 9 on Wink TV.
True relief for back and neck pain. Did you play golf or tennis today and wish that you didn't have to deal with the back or neck pain? Do you feel hesitant to swing all the way through or run across the court because of pain? People just assume they have to live with it or just get epidurals. They are wrong. People look at it from the wrong perspective. Most people only think about treating the symptoms and not the cause. At Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, we treat the cause using non-surgical spinal decompression. Now available for anyone, not just the injured or professional athletes. Spinal decompression is a safe, non-surgical treatment that takes pressure off the nerves and discs, increasing blood circulation, allowing the back to heal. Safe, long-lasting results for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, herniated discs, or even failed back surgery. Don't suffer. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The White House says some relief is coming for the supply chain crunch in one of the many ports clogged with ships.
Waiting for weeks to offload containers at ports in Long Beach and Los Angeles. Container traffic is up 30%, but trucking capacity only 8%. So more ships wait longer as trucking companies struggle to find workers.
Fox's William Lajeunesse. Today, the president is set to announce that the Port of Los Angeles will begin operating around the clock to relieve growing backlogs. And this morning, a big one for Star Trek actor William Shatner.
If everything goes as rehearsed with Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin company, Shatner and 3 others will get a quick ride to space, experience zero-G for a few minutes. The craft will make a soft landing in Texas.
Fox's Eben Brown. America's listening to Fox News.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Heading out right now through Bonita Beach Road toward US 41. We have a crash right near the Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, causing some westbound backups, but no roadblock or injuries reported with that crash. Seeing some slight delays on 41 southbound at the intersection of Bonita Beach Road as well. Looking clear along I-75. No major problems up and down the interstate. In Collier County, we do have a crash in the Estates at DeSoto Boulevard North and 33rd Avenue Northeast, so watch out for some activity as troopers are heading out to deal with that crash. We have delays building on Daniels westbound through Gateway, approaching Treeline Avenue and heading toward I-75, and along Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, very backed up, heading toward 23rd Street Southwest and State Road 82. The eastbound Midpoint Bridge slowing down right now to a crawl. May want to take the Cape Coral Bridge instead if you have to head out of Cape Coral. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The news you need, the host you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Did you know that if you have $600 or more in the bank, President Biden wants to check your account? Ty Lassiter of Key City Capital here to tell you why. In an unprecedented move, President Biden's administration wants to have access to all Americans' bank accounts with over $600 to keep an eye on things so that we can be safe. At Key City Capital, we are committed to protecting and growing our clients' wealth regardless of what this president does. Our track record of double-digit returns and tax mitigation has truly been life-changing for our clients.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Or check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Can I see your pre-plan, please?
Before you reach the pearly gates is the best time to consider your plan. Harvey Engelhardt Funeral Home will provide peace of mind that lets you set and forget, relieving stress and decision-making on loved ones when the time comes. Ensure that your wishes are honored and relieve your family of guessing what your intentions were. There are many reasons to pre-plan, including a price guarantee and transferability. Harvey Engelhardt can arrange monthly payment plan options with automatic withdrawal. Your loved ones are relieved both of the financial responsibility and the burden of decisions at your passing. Planning is what we do for when the time comes. Harvey Engelhardt will see you through from beginning to end. We also have comprehensive military honors options for veterans. Pre-planning is the ultimate gift of selflessness to the surviving spouse and family. Please call us at 239-936-2177. Harvey Engelhardt, we're here to help.
Celebrate your accomplishments with a previously enjoyed Rolex watch from Duncan's Diamonds. From sporty to dress models.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan, and here at Duncan's Diamonds, we have the finest previously enjoyed Rolexes available.
We make the process easy, beginning with the guidance of our expert consultants.
Why buy a new Rolex at full price when you can buy the exact same watch, only a few years older, certified, fixed up, refurbished with a 2-year warranty? And our knowledgeable staff will make your experience as memorable as your timepiece. Come to Duncan's Diamonds today and leave confident. You will receive the highest quality at the best possible prices. We will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and you can count on that.
Duncan's Diamonds. Come celebrate with the Rolex of your dreams. Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41. Find your own one-of-a-kind jewelry.
It's the Fall RV Show inside the air-conditioned Lee Civic Center. Prices slashed on every new and used motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer. The show is filled with RVs from top brands like Winnebago, Fleetwood, Thor, Integra, and more. Free admission and parking. See RV.fun for more information. Find your new RV when you shop the Fall RV Show inside the Lee Civic Center starting Thursday. The Fall RV Show is presented by La Mesa RV, 9650 Kelly Tractor Drive in Fort Myers.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching the program, subscribing to the podcast. You can do it right there. There's a link at the website. Coming up in about 10 more minutes, Drew's College of Political Knowledge, 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. That is on the way. Brendan Leslie in just a second from Florida Conservative Voice. FLConservativeVoice.com is the website. We're going to talk about some of the issues that he is keeping an eye on the website. I do want to ask this question because, you know, we had the discussion about the problems that we're having with container ships off the coast and moving all different kinds of product. And you even heard on the Fox News National headlines right there, the issues of supply and how there's just not enough truckers out there. There's not enough people working in order to get products moving to market. The concerns that many people have about how that is taking place and why that's taking place right now. How many people are sitting on the sidelines and collecting the stimmies as opposed to getting out and working. We found out that 10 million people, is that what it is, that are looking to, that was the Labor Department that said, 4.3 million workers quit their jobs in August. It's the highest level in over 20 years. And they're quitting, we're told that they're quitting because they're looking for more money, better opportunity. But the problem, of course, is that it's made by the federal government when you got all these stimmies and all the money coming in from the government. And, where some might say, oh, it's a great opportunity for somebody to look and change their careers and make more money. There are others that are saying, well, hold on a second. It's government that's doing this. That's creating this environment instead of the free market and capitalism doing it and allowing the marketplace to figure out where wages should be and the like. And it almost seems like a plan, doesn't it? I mean, if you're competing against the federal government, it's going to be hard to win. And maybe that's the point. But I wanted to ask you, and would love to hear from you. Call us up, 239-479-5592. Tell me, what shortages are you seeing around Southwest Florida? Are you seeing any? We're hearing all the stories, the horror stories that could be coming up with toilet paper and diapers and store shelves and toys. If you want a toy for Christmas, you might need to buy it now and get your turkey now and all this. I just wonder if around Southwest Florida, what are you seeing with regards to the prices of fuel going up and how high is it in your area? And then the second thing I would ask is, are you seeing any shortages of anything in Southwest Florida where you are? Just wondering. You could call 239-479-5592. All right, Brendan Leslie joining us right now on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. He's here usually at this time each and every day. Each and every day, each and every Wednesday. Did I say each and every day? Yeah, I did. I'm getting a little carried away here. Yep, it's flconservativvoice.com is the website. Good morning, Brendan.
How are we doing, Drew?
You know, I'm a little, I like to say, a little feisty today, but I'm just concerned about the things that we're hearing, and with regards
Joe
to
Biden is your president. It's completely justified.
Yeah, well, there's that, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But let's get into some of these local stories, because this one is something that I just read yesterday and wanted to find out more about. Something else that's happening at FGCU. What's going on there now?
Yeah, I'm a real pain in their sides lately.
You are not very helpful to them, are you?
No, you know what's amazing? I feel like we've started a movement at FGCU here locally in Southwest Florida. We had one student expose the liberal indoctrination agenda on the left, and now I'm just having people, student after student, come to me with their concerns of the school. And the latest concern that we exposed was one of their sororities is having they're bringing their members to a gay pride event. Now, okay, whatever, they're having this event, but they're gonna fine you. They're gonna fine the members $30, broke college students, mind you, $30 if they don't attend the gay pride event. Doesn't matter what your life has. It doesn't matter what your religious views are. You have to attend this gay pride event.
Wait. So you're saying that there's a sorority that's at FGCU that is charging members if they don't show up to this?
Correct. And I've had numerous of their members come to me and say, listen, Brendan, like, we need help exposing this, because we're afraid to speak up because we don't want to get in trouble and kicked out of the sorority. And B, like, we view homosexuality as a sin according to our religion. We don't feel comfortable going to this. But they don't care. The left doesn't care. The left no longer considers religion a viable excuse for anything. They just are, honestly, it's almost like they are just the devil.
So did FGCU say anything? I mean, did you guys try to reach out to? Okay.
Yeah, as always.
All right.
We say, what's up, FGCU? We got another one for you.
Maybe a comment, a thought on this, and what is their thoughts on it?
Their thoughts on this is they are a private organization and they can do what they want.
All right. What about maybe the concerns like this? I wonder if people would look at this as, I don't know how to explain it the right way, but I'll just say it. I mean, maybe like it's almost like a form of hazing. Like, if you don't do this, then you're going to be punished. Like that kind of situation. Does that make sense?
Right. See, this is not the typical hazing, get on all fours and scrub this or eat this weird thing. It's morally degrading to these people. To certain people of certain religious faiths, it's morally degrading to go support a gay pride event. And that's just the epitome of hazing. It's not your typical hazing, but it is. And they just, the sorority doesn't care. The left doesn't care. When we say the sorority, what we're really saying here, this is the left. This is what the left is making everyone do. They are forcing these agenda down our throats in any way they can. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't care about Greek life on FGCU. But my point is, and why I'm reporting about it, is this is just another aspect of how the left has taken over society. That's just like, we can't even have Greek life, social clubs for our college students. That has to be ruined.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
They're a disease.
Yeah. And I guess ultimately there might be people that would question, why you'd want to be part of the sorority to begin with. I mean, if that's what they're doing, then why would you want to be a part of it? But it's bigger than that, because it's a situation where there are people that want to be part of a fraternity or in a sorority, but this goes to what the culture has been demanding. And it's the forcing of anything upon individuals that's the problem. It's the forcing of people to do things to conform, whether it's a mandate or whether it's something like this, or demanding that people accept a lifestyle, a viewpoint, an ideology, and they'll do it by force, I think is the one issue that people would bring up. Is what I'm seeing on the text line.
Yeah, and when it comes to sorority, I know, to me personally, I think Greek life is stupid. I did it myself in college, and I regret it. But you really can't blame these students. They want some social avenue, somewhere to escape through college, and this is one of them. So it's just unfortunate that they can't even get to enjoy that. And I really feel for these people that feel extremely uncomfortable going. And unfortunately, the left don't care.
All right, we got Brendan and Leslie joining us on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, 239-479-5592 if you want to comment on this, or maybe you just want to let me know what you've been witnessing around Southwest Florida, if you've been seeing any kind of shortages around that you're maybe concerned about that you're seeing, some of the other things that you're following. Tell me what else you're following right now on flconservativevoice.com.
Yeah, so I want to tease. We got a big report coming out tomorrow. You and me, Drew. How many times have we talked about it on this show? Captains for Clean Water. Are they really an environmentalist group that are fighting for the best interests of Southwest Florida, or are they really just a liberal front fighting for the left's agenda? I point out not too long ago that they accept hundreds of thousands of dollars from this Everglades Foundation, this other water nonprofit group. And in exchange for that money, they push the talking points of Everglades Foundation. Everglades Foundation is the one that pushed for the plan that gets Southwest Florida, the LOSUM plan that gets Southwest Florida the extra water discharges from Lake Okeechobee over the next 10 years. We're actually right around the corner from finding out if that's going to be 100% official. That group, Everglades Foundation, is run by Eric Eichenberg, who is best buddies with Charlie Crist. He was the former chief of staff when Charlie Crist was the governor. So it's a very fair question to ask. Are they attacking Southwest Florida because they're hoping that the water will hurt us? And you've asked this question a lot. Are they pushing this really bad plan that will give us more water discharges because Southwest Florida is the conservative stronghold of Florida, and it will hurt them? It'll hurt DeSantis. It'll hurt local Republicans come election in 2022. So we've been asking this question a lot. Are they liberals? Are they just liberals attacking the right? Well, what if I told you, Drew, that one of their board members, their family, and another one of their big contributors funded Hillary Clinton.
Funded her campaign?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is that we have a little bit of a tease there that's
That
going to
is
be coming up?
That's a little bit of a tease. I've come across some damning donations from some of Captains for Clean Water's biggest contributors, their board members, and it's scary how many big time liberals, radical leftists they have supported, and they are directly involved with Captains for Clean Water, and Captains for Clean Water is taking their money.
Listen, this is one of the things that we want to keep an eye on here in Southwest Florida as we move into 2022. And it's very simple, everybody, and it's this. We're being told constantly in the past that we're not allowed to ask questions of certain people, certain individuals, certain elected officials, because it's a nonpartisan race. We're not allowed to talk about school boards. We're not allowed to ask about their voting record or whether or not there's someone who is a Democrat or Republican. We can't ask these questions. They hide it very well. They try to hide it. They specifically hide it because they don't want you to know, because clearly they know what the answer would be if they were to tell you otherwise. It's going against your ideology, your beliefs. We're seeing what the Democrat Party has been doing, not only here in the state and trying to do with the governor, but across the country. So anytime we're asking simple questions of people and we just want to know, there should be a very simple explanation to all of it, especially when it comes to things that are going to possibly hurt us here in Southwest Florida. Many questions about this LOSUM plan for the Lake O releases. We're always concerned about the algae here in Southwest Florida and what that means to the economy. And it's not a bad thing to ask the simple questions like, what if someone was to push an agenda that would hurt Southwest Florida? Because the agenda is to ultimately hurt the governor of the state so that he would lose the election because they think that they can get more from somebody else. They may already be getting money from the governor. environmentalists or anybody else. Could be unions, teachers' unions, and the like. They may already be getting something from the governor, but their ideology doesn't change. They still are not on the governor's side. And so they could get more if he is gone than they would have him here. So to ask that question and to be concerned about that, knowing how polarized we are right now, is not a negative. It's not a bad thing to ask questions. And so these are the things that we're concerned about. This is what Brendan has been keeping an eye on, and other stories that he's going to be bringing up, I'm sure, in the next few days that have to do with keeping an eye on Southwest Florida and certainly the school boards. We've got a story about that coming up in the 8 o'clock hour that you do not want to miss. It's a big one. And the fact that we want to make sure that we're not going to have any issues with regard to this governor being reelected and doing things that might hurt him, and to not ask questions because we're told we're not allowed to ask them. It's okay to. All right, I'm looking at the time, but we got to run. All right, Brendan Leslie joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. FLConservativeVoice.com is the website if you want to read about this FGCU sorority story or any of the other ones we're talking about, and some other stories that will be dropping, in the next 24 hours? Is that right?
I'm going to be dropping the Captains for Clean Water story on my social medias tomorrow night. And then again, I'll be filling in for Trey Radel tomorrow night. I'm going to talk about the report in great detail during the 5 to 8 show tomorrow night.
All right. So there you go. You'll get plenty of information on that coming up. All right, Brendan, we appreciate you. Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. If you want to watch and subscribe to the podcast, we appreciate it. Drew's College of Political Knowledge, 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Time for you to call right now. Caller number 5 if you want to play and impress your friends and family, impress the kids. Maybe you are a kid. Maybe you just want to play. Call us right now. 239-479-5592. Drew's College up next on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out right now through Daniels Parkway from Gateway to Fort Myers, tracking backups, especially on the westbound side of Daniels through Gateway Boulevard. We're also seeing eastbound slowdowns on the Midpoint Bridge heading out of the Cape into Fort Myers. Cape Coral Bridge is running up to speed in both directions. Also tracking delays on Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, approaching State Road 82 coming from 23rd Street Southwest. We have a crash heading along Bonita Beach Road right near US 41 at that Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, tracking westbound delays because of that, but no roadblock or injuries reported. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another dry start to the day will give way to a few isolated showers and the potential to see some thunderstorms for this afternoon and into early this evening. Another warm one with highs near 91 degrees. We dry things up overnight. Another dry start to your Thursday morning with a low of 74. 92 for a high tomorrow with more isolated afternoon rain in the forecast. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
How often have you heard from your wealth advisor over the last 6 months? Markets have moved up and down, and laws around retirement plans and inheritance have changed quickly. We've heard from too many people at other national financial firms that they've been contacted rarely or not at all. At the Naples Trust Company, our clients enjoy a one-on-one relationship with their investment and fiduciary team members, each of whom are locally based and meet regularly with clients for in-person or virtual visits. This personal touch is a trademark of the Trust Company. We make it a point to know you, your family members, and the goals that are most important to you. Are you ready for a better experience? Call us for an appointment at 239-774-4000 or visit NaplesTrustCompany.com to discover the difference.
A division of the Sanibel Captiva Trust Company. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmett
Stuart Smith talk about QC? It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN, 239-893-PAIN.
You find yourself searching for a reputable air conditioning company? Don't sweat. Call Brett. I'm Crystal Casey with Brett Air Conditioning. For over 45 years, our motto has been, don't sweat, call Brett. We are a family-owned business with a great reputation. Whether your AC needs maintained, serviced, or replaced, we are here to serve you. So stop searching and join the Brett Air family today. You can find us online at brettairconditioning.com or call us at 239-566-3633. 239-566-3633.
If you don't love your AC company, call Brett Air right now. Find them online at brettairconditioning.com or like them on Facebook.
Don't sweat. Call Brett.
License number CAC 1819995.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
Attention, class. It's time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge.
It's Drew's College.
All right, let's go to Mark in Naples. Hello, Mark in Naples.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you're in a PhD or associate's degree. Question, sir, starts right now. Hey, what day do we celebrate America's independence? That would be
July 4th.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got an associate's, see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. If the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes the president?
That's the Speaker of the House?
That is correct, sir. All right, you got a bachelor's, or see if you get a master's degree on this question. Ross Perot ran as an independent third-party candidate. Do you remember what year's election that was? When was that?
96?
It was 1992. 92. All right, well, let's see if you got this question for your master's degree. What does FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
That is correct, sir. Well, look at you, Mark. Good job. So you came out of the gate strong, and then you kind of stumbled, and then there you go. You picked yourself up, and off you go with your bootstraps. So good for you. Congratulations. You got a master's degree, and your family must be impressed.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you. There goes Mark. Okay. Well, I mean, they're probably very impressed with him. All right, coming up, one of the stories could be one of the biggest stories out from the past couple of days. So happy to see that conservative media was talking about this because the mainstream will not. It's horrific. It has to do with school boards. We're going to talk about it coming up.
This is Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News.
I'm Harvey Massey. At Massey Services, we know every lawn is unique and requires customized care. That's why our environmental approach includes aeration, which allows water and nutrients to reach the roots of your lawn, as well as an irrigation program, which ensures proper coverage and reduces water waste. With Massey's Green Up program, you'll enjoy a healthy and a beautiful lawn year-round. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
New tonight on CBS. CSI, the global phenomenon, opens a brand new chapter in Las Vegas.
If we don't get to the truth, nobody will.
It's a new team of crime scene investigators.
We're talking about my lab's reputation.
Preserving justice in Sin City.
Look at the evidence.
New CSI Vegas, tonight 10/9 Central on CBS.
Tonight at 9 on Wink TV.
Dial star 2020. Friends, I care.
Trey Radel, your host of The Drive here. Let me tell you how terrible my eyesight was before I had the LASIK procedure done with Dr. France and his team here in Southwest Florida. I'd basically have to hold my phone or a book about 3 inches from my face just to be able to read it. Forget about seeing the alarm clock when I woke up in the morning. My eyesight was terrible. The LASIK procedure is amazing, and it will change your life. Here's the deal. Dr. Franz and his team are the first to bring the SMILE procedure to Southwest Florida. This is the latest technology in laser vision correction. The results are a lot like LASIK, but with a smaller incision and no flap, and that means lower incidence of dry eye syndrome. The LASIK procedure is amazing. It changed my life. Let it change yours. Find out if you qualify by dialing ** 2020 from your mobile phone. Financing is available and affordable. Again, call Dr. Franz and his team. Just dial ** 2020 from your mobile phone.
Friends, I care.
Calling out political theft by the left. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This Wink News update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News traffic.
Heading out right now through Daniels Parkway from Gateway to Fort Myers, tracking backups, especially on the westbound side of Daniels through Gateway Boulevard. We're also seeing eastbound slowdowns on the Midpoint Bridge heading out of the Cape into Fort Myers. Cape Coral Bridge is running up to speed in both directions. Also tracking delays on Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, approaching State Road 82 coming from 23rd Street Southwest. We have a crash heading along Bonita Beach Road right near US 41 at that Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, tracking westbound delays because of that, but no roadblock or injuries reported. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese Auger. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Got friends and family living far away? Tell them to stream the best station yet at rightallalong.net, the online home of 92.5 Fox News.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. At New South, we are determined to build the best Florida window. Energy-efficient windows that stand up to heat and hurricanes. We call it the ultimate Florida window. Factory direct and guaranteed for life. New South has installed tens of thousands of windows across the state and has been named one of the fastest-growing window companies in the nation. And that is why we're New South proud.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Throughout the month of October, Jason and Todd at the Diamond District want to offer you 5 years interest-free financing on the largest selection of beautiful fashion diamond jewelry now at the Diamond District. Financing based on approved credit and available on the entire selection of fashionable diamond jewelry.
Is foot pain making your life miserable? The Good Feet Store specializes in foot pain relief. Call 552-FEET or visit us at the Good Feet Store in Naples or our newest location in Fort Myers. Or stop in for a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet Store.
Plumbing nerds, plumbing nerds. We're just smarter now, you heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. Anytime, day or night. If your plumbing's just not right, give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing nerds, plumbing nerds. We're just smarter now, you heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. If your drains are neat and clean, and your toilet's acting weird, give us a call, we'll fix you up.
Plumbing Nerds, Smarter Plumbing Solutions.
Southwest Florida homeowners. Home values are up and interest rates are down, which means now is a great time for a mortgage checkup. This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse. Many of you listening might have purchased or refinanced your home within the past year. so your mortgage could be the last thing on your mind. However, the real estate market has changed quite a bit in 2021, which means your home has likely increased in value. More equity in your home means there has never been a better time to get cash out for home improvements. You could also qualify for a lower mortgage rate with our no closing cost refinance loan, and for some, more equity in your home means you can eliminate mortgage insurance. Mortgage Warehouse is Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader. No points, no hidden fees, no closing cost, period. Give us a quick call today at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Shane Walker here at Thrive Chiropractic and host of the Wellness Hour on 92.5 Fox News for nearly 20 years. And let's face it, many of us are really stressed right now, and that is creating an increase in the number of folks who are dealing with neck pain, headaches, tension across the upper mid-back, anxiety and nervousness. And if you haven't experienced the release of tension that a chiropractic adjustment can produce within your nervous system, go to thrivenaples.com. That's Thrive, Thrive, Naples.com for a special offer. That's thrivenaples.com.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. This might be one of the hardest segments to do. And so if you've got sensitive ears, you might want to keep them away. But this is something that you need to hear. Many people in conservative media decided last night that they were going to talk about this. I saw the story yesterday morning when I first walked into the studio, and I didn't know how I was going to approach it, except to just say it, call it out, show what it is. And again, the fake news legacy media, if you want to call it that, the legacy media that decides that they are not going to follow certain stories, that they're going to pick and choose what they're going to talk about as long as it follows along with the narrative. Just like Nancy Pelosi was talking about yesterday, she's upset with the media that's not helping her to push the Build Back Better plan. You know, you got to help with this narrative. You got to help us, kind of saying the things out loud that we all knew were going on behind the scenes. And why the media doesn't pick up on this story is because it doesn't follow the narrative. And it's hard to stomach, but you've got to hear this because it has to do with all of you parents who care about their children, who have cared about their children since day one. It doesn't stop. It doesn't go away because a district or somebody tells you that they're the ones that are in charge of your kids, not you. And this horrific story out of Loudoun County that is the antithesis of the concerns that parents have had since day one with radical leftist policies that happen in our schools and why people en masse have been showing up at school boards. You've heard all the news stories about how you are the radicals, you are dangerous, you are like domestic terrorists, you're the ones that need to be watched. You've heard these stories from the media before.
The FBI and federal law enforcement is tailor-made for that kind of national level coordination with state and local police.
The Attorney General has put out a letter. They will take actions they take.
What does it mean that something that is generally boring and neutral, like a school board meeting, has become a locus for violence?
You look at the rage, the anger, you think, what is this doing to the children in those homes and their mental health?
Yeah, what's happening with the children in their homes, their mental health, if their parents are freaking out at school board meetings and are really upset, and, you know, the domestic terrorists that you are because you decide to show up and be vocal. And still, we're waiting for that story to come out and the multiple stories to come out about school board members who have been attacked by members of the public on a constant basis because of the things that they're upset about. You know, the ridiculous things like critical race theory. You're just a racist if you don't follow along with critical race theory because you've got to be an anti-racist. But then on the other side of that is the transgender bathroom issue. And this was the one that really stirred the pot enough that here in Southwest Florida, people stepped up, had no idea that all of this Equality Florida and all of these posters were out across schools in Lee County and across the districts, and that these issues of allowing transgenders in bathrooms and stories like that in sports and the like, and the things how you have to address them and the correct pronouns and the like, and how people have been stirred by this and have showed up to school board meetings. Well, what's the big deal? What's the problem? Why are you getting all upset? Well, here's your story. Here's why people have been upset. Here's the concern that people have had. The situation in Loudoun County. The national interest that has taken place in Loudoun County, and the reasons why is because it's been an epicenter. It is the place where you're going to get the most woke, I don't even know how to describe them, the most woke individuals that you could possibly imagine, who are going to push all the most radical ideology onto your kids and want school boards to do it, whether it's critical race theory or transgender ideology. And so people have been standing up at these school board meetings. As a matter of fact, there was one individual that was standing up recently, and this goes back to a story in June, where there were multiple arrests that took place at a school board meeting there in Loudoun County. And it was the reporting of one a station there in Virginia, as they were telling the tale of even one individual in particular that stood out.
A Loudoun County school board meeting devolved into chaos Tuesday after the board ended public comment, where nearly 250 people signed up. Deputies even tackled one man who was later arrested for disorderly behavior. Another man got a ticket for trespassing.
So what about that? A parent who was so upset, he was grabbed and dragged out of the room. As a matter of fact, they had his pants around his ankles. They dragged him out of the room. He was so upset, trying to speak to the board. Well, it was the Daily Wire that broke the story yesterday. And it was a investigative piece that was describing what Scott Smith had gone through. The parent who was dragged out of the school board meeting. What happened? What could have been so upsetting to this individual that he wanted his voice heard at the school board meeting and had legitimate questions about what was going on? He's at the school board meeting because, and as horrific as this is to say, this is exactly what went down, because his daughter had been raped by a transgender boy in the girls' bathroom at Stonebridge High School. After that, the story gets so sickening in the description and what happened. And Luke Rosiak from the Daily Wire, who is on with Tucker Carlson, they do amazing work there. Tucker's show is really so industry leading in what they will discuss and going to the places and talking about the stories that the mainstream media will not pick up on. Bullied by a anti-racist parents of Loudoun Facebook group. Wasn't supposed to be there, given a no trespassing order prior to the meeting. He wasn't allowed to go. Well, what happened? That's what we come to find out. Sodomized in the bathroom by this transgender boy. And what makes the story even worse, if that's not even bad enough, what makes it worse is that the board knew about it. They knew that this happened, and they hid it from the public. The school superintendent asked about it, specifically at one meeting.
Do we have assaults in our bathrooms or our locker rooms regularly? I would hope not, but I would like clarification.
To my knowledge, we don't have any records of assaults occurring in our restroom.
We come to find out now that that was a lie. It was an elaborate cover-up by the school district to not publicize the rape of his daughter. In fact, when he showed up at the school to complain about what happened, they accused him of lying. Called the police. Not on the transgender boy that committed that rape, but on Smith himself for causing a scene. Again, last night on Tucker Carlson's show, Luke Rosiak explained in detail.
This story is one of the most disturbing I've ever worked on. It raises the possibility that the Loudoun County Public Schools covered up the rape of a 14-year-old girl at the hands of a boy wearing a skirt in order to pass a school policy that Democrats were adamant about passing. And as a result of concealing that, a second girl was raped last week. And to prevent all of this from coming out, potentially, they arrested the father of the victim, tried to put him in jail, and he's now the face of domestic terrorism, listed individually by the National School Boards Association, all for coming to that meeting. He didn't come to that meeting because he's a bigot. A lot of people thought they knew that guy. They trotted out his picture, his embarrassing picture with his belly hanging out and his bloody face. They all thought they knew him. They knew nothing about him. This was a caring father who was involved because of something very personal that happened to his daughter. And if they would have shut up and listened to him for 30 seconds, they would have been heartbroken. Instead, they demeaned him, they arrested him, and they tried to put him in jail.
Now do you get it? Now do you understand why parents are upset? Now do you understand why they are passionate? Now do you understand why when we saw that happening in Lee County schools here and that poster and transgenders and bathrooms and the concerns of parents? Oh, it'll never happen. How dare you do that? You're just a homophobe. That's all it is. That's exactly what you're doing right now. How dare you say it's never going to happen? We have the kind of security and we have... Don't do it. Don't tell us that anymore. There are legitimate concerns that parents have had since day one, not the least of which is a school board that does not listen to parents. And we're not going to wait until something happens to say, well, we should have done something. We're not doing that. And you heard what Luke Rosiak said in that report, that he was the face of what the National School Board Association and Attorney General Merrick Garland and others were making as the domestic terrorists that we need to be concerned about. A concerned dad who knew exactly what was going on, a horrified dad who knew exactly what was going on, wanted to speak to the school board about it specifically and wouldn't give that gentleman 30 seconds to speak about it before dragging him off, knowing full well what happened. They knew it. Look, this is it. These are the kinds of things that parents are concerned about. Don't say it's never going to happen here. Don't say that we're bigots, we're homophobes, we're any Isterobia that you want to fill in the blank for. Don't try to bully us and make us feel like, as parents, that we are not to speak about this or show up at school boards en masse and say anything. Listen, the school boards have to be wiped clean and started over as far as individuals that are elected to these school boards. Locally, it's a disaster. It's one horrific story after another. This story out of Loudoun County, we don't want repeated anywhere around the country. And something has to happen. Something has to happen to these individuals legally. Something's got to go on. Somebody has to speak up about this and step up. And I'm not talking about us. I'm saying somebody who is horrified by that on that school board or any other place. But you see what the problem is? That when you have a radical ideology, one that says that we're the racists because we don't believe in critical race theory and the tearing down of our institutions because we're told that we're a racist nation, and words like social justice and diversity, equity, inclusion, this is what we have to do. Anytime you see DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, you know we're talking about critical race theory. That is part of what's going on, and that has to go too. And how there are institutions, including schools and businesses, that have people that are in charge of diversity, equity, and inclusion in that business, because they've got to let you know about how bad an individual you are and all the wrongs that you commit. I didn't do anything. Oh, no. You did wrong. And we're going to spell it out for you. Like, this is not America. This is not our country. This is not you. This is not me. And ultimately, we don't want to see these things happening. And when it comes to this radical transgender ideology that has been pushed upon us, that we're told that if we don't conform and accept, then we're going to be doxxed and we're the ones that we're talking about our kids. We're not talking about adults that can make their own decisions. See, I think that's where the disconnect is. Are you understanding this? We're not talking about adults. We're talking about our kids who are indoctrinated. That's a problem. And then when we come to find out that there's a district that would hide that information from the public, would cover that up, well, it's not going to happen here. Because we're going to see to it that people are going to be elected on school boards here in Southwest Florida that are going to ensure that things like that will not happen here. That's the kind of change that's going to take place. 239-479-5592. Sorry, it's such a disturbing story, and it cuts right to the fundamental issues of everything that's going on right now. Is we are constantly told that everything you see is not happening, that all the things that you imagine in your pretty little head, that all these things that you think could possibly happen will never happen here. It's not going to take place. We're doing all of this to stop anything like that from happening. And they're so radical in their ideology that they will turn away and look the other way when something horrific like this happens, and then make you look like you're the terrorist. It's outrageous. All right, we got to go to break. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching. Daybreak 92.5, Fox News. All right, let's find out what's going on with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out right now through Daniels Parkway from Gateway to Fort Myers, tracking backups, especially on the westbound side of Daniels through Gateway Boulevard. We're also seeing eastbound slowdowns on the Midpoint Bridge heading out of the Cape into Fort Myers. Cape Coral Bridge is running up to speed in both directions. Also tracking delays on Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, approaching State Road 82 coming from 23rd Street Southwest. We have a crash heading along Bonita Beach Road right near US 41 at that Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, tracking westbound delays because of that, but no roadblock or injuries reported. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another dry start to the day will give way to a few isolated showers and the potential to see some thunderstorms for this afternoon and into early this evening. Another warm one with highs near 91 degrees. We dry things up overnight. Another dry start to your Thursday morning with a low of 74. 92 for a high tomorrow with more isolated afternoon rain in the forecast. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Did you know people drive from all over Florida to save money on diamonds?
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds, and we have thousands of diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, half carat to 10 carats. Because we are direct diamond importers, we own one of the largest selections of amazing diamonds here in the United States.
And offer prices 30 to 50% lower than other jewelers, where overhead cost is very high. Duncan's Diamonds hand-picks diamonds from diamond cutters all over the world to ensure you get the best.
We want you to find that diamond that you really love today and save.
And at Duncan's Diamonds, we have spectacular financing and layaway plans, including no or low interest.
A $2,000 engagement ring is only $66 a month. A $3,000 pair of diamond stud earrings is just $84 a month. Best prices guaranteed, low monthly payments, a spectacular gift from Duncan's Diamonds. We want you to find the diamond you love today and save.
Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty.
What?
They've all gone mad.
Who?
Victory Lane Chevrolet.
Where?
On the corner of Fowler and Winkler.
How?
During Moonlight Madness, Victory Lane's paying overbook value for trades, giving crazy discounts on new Chevys, and they don't scare customers away with insane high-pressure sales tactics.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because, Marty, you do. It's Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get over book value for your trade and save thousands on new Chevys. Plus 0% financing for 72 months on select new Chevys. And current Costco members receive an additional $1,000 off MSRP on most new Chevys in stock. And your credit pass can't haunt you anymore with our goal 100% credit approval. Don't miss Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com.
0% equals $13.89 per thousand finance with approved credit on select models. All rebates to dealer cannot combine offers. Costco members must provide proof of membership. Expires 10/31/21.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. A couple of minutes away from the top 5 audio clips of the day, the 5 at 8:35. Hey, look, things aren't really that bad. At least we don't have, like, celebrities saying things like we shouldn't call extraterrestrials aliens or anything like that because it would offend them or something. I mean, it's not like it's...
Breaking news.
A bombshell.
Oh, wait, this just handed to me. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, they did. Hey, you know who Demi Lovato is? She sings. She's a singer. Yeah, she was interviewed by some place called Pedestrian TV. And she's talking about aliens. And when asked about common misconceptions about UFOs, she thinks that the thing that bothers her is that, they're not going to be harmful. They're not coming over to take over the planet. But I think we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That's why we should call them ETs. That's going to help to stop them from... Are they thinking about that?
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
They helped weave the fabric of our very existence and served our country with distinction. They are America's veterans. We honor their commitment, their service, and their patriotism.
Harvey Engelhardt offers the chance to honor those military heroes who have served honorably and passed away with the military funeral and interment at any national cemetery, including Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. We'll see you through from the beginning to the end of a military funeral. Did you know that all veterans are entitled to a free space at a national cemetery? That includes a free grave liner, free marker, free preparation and closing of the grave. This can represent thousands of dollars in savings to the spouse or family of a veteran. The service will include the burial flag and honor guard, and in some cases, transportation reimbursement. Harvey Engelhardt can help you pre-plan now to ensure that your wishes are met and your family doesn't have to worry about the expenses and details when the time comes. Call us at 239-936-2177. We're here to help.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau from D.R. Martineau Roofing. Storm season is approaching. Avoid complications with your insurance company. Sign up for our free pre-season and post-season roof assessment plan. Just Google DRM Roofing.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Southwest Florida, are you getting the most out of your Medicare benefits? Annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. With a United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan, you get more for your Medicare dollar, including benefits like vision, hearing, dental care, and much more. Take advantage. Call United Healthcare today at 1-855-608-8763. That's 1-855-608-8763. Benefits, features, or devices vary by plan and area. Limitations and exclusions apply.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The White House says it's taking action to tackle supply chain disruptions, brokering a deal for the Port of Los Angeles to operate around the clock. An administration official also telling reporters Walmart, FedEx, and UPS plan to move toward 24/7 operations. The labor shortage, another factor in the supply crunch.
In August, a record 4.3 million workers left their jobs. That is the most since December at the turn of the century, and up almost 3% from July. To break it down, about 900,000 workers left food service and hotels, 700,000 left the retail industry, and 530,000 left healthcare and social assistance industries.
Fox's Peter Ducey. And toy maker Hasbro's chief executive, Brian Goldner, has died. He was 58 and just took a medical leave of absence earlier this week. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato's Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Heading out right now through Daniels Parkway from Gateway to Fort Myers, tracking backups, especially on the westbound side of Daniels through Gateway Boulevard. We're also seeing eastbound slowdowns on the Midpoint Bridge heading out of the Cape into Fort Myers. Cape Coral Bridge is running up to speed in both directions. Also tracking delays on Gunnery Road southbound in Lehigh Acres, approaching State Road 82 coming from 23rd Street Southwest. We have a crash heading along Bonita Beach Road right near US 41 at that Sunshine Ace Hardware Plaza, tracking westbound delays because of that, but no roadblock or injuries reported. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, we continue with the rinse and repeat forecast for your Wednesday. A dry start to the day will give way to some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we head into this afternoon and evening. Another warm one with temperatures running about 4 to 5 degrees above average with highs topping off near 91 degrees. Things wind down as we head into tonight. Thursday will feature another dry start to the day with plenty of sunshine to kick off your Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s to start and another warm one with highs pushing back to 92 degrees. Isolated afternoon rain remains the forecast for your Thursday and Friday, though Saturday looking a little bit drier. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
Hi, it's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. They say love and passion makes the world go round. Love for home, family, your country, partner, a friend, and love for food. Stevie wants to be part of your love with our food, drink, sports, and fun. Our passion for your satisfaction brings our love to all of our great customers. Whether it's our brisket short rib burgers, Chicago pizza, fajitas, wings, fish fry, or ribs, it's delivered to your table with love. So at Stevie's, we invite you to share our love of great food, drinks, sports, and fun. You'll never get bored or broke. We feel loved by the sound of our great customers. We promise to treat you like family at your home away from home. I guarantee it. For daily specials, go to StevieTomato.com. Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. Come, come, come.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
In case you're wondering, World Smile Day is in October, but at Closet Factory, we're celebrating all month because along with time, space, and peace, smiles are our specialty. We make sure some space in your world is put together, stylish, like all is right, and according to Smile Science, is a feeling that makes people smile. Know what else does? $250 in free accessories with any new storage solution from Closet Factory. All smiling October long at Closet Factory and closetfactory.com.
It's the Fall RV Show inside the air-conditioned Lee Civic Center. Prices slashed on every new and used motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer. The show is filled with RVs from top brands like Winnebago, Fleetwood, Thor, Integra, and more. Free admission and parking. See RV.fun for more information. Find your new RV when you shop the Fall RV Show inside the Lee Civic Center starting Thursday. The Fall RV Show is presented by La Mesa RV, 9650 Kelly Tractor Drive in Fort Myers.
Well, is the little pill working yet?
Men, these days could be a thing of the past. Hello, this is Dr. Lou Spangler at Neogenics. Recent advances in non-surgical treatment for erectile dysfunction, combining high-frequency shockwave therapy with the P-Shot, which utilizes platelet-rich plasma, can help restore your virility. These treatments help restore blood flow to the penis and rejuvenate penile tissues, resulting in longer, stronger, firmer, more satisfying erections. Both treatments are simple, in-office procedures, and there is no pain and no downtime. You can resume all normal activities immediately after treatment, including sexual activity. Men, you don't have to suffer anymore. If you have erectile dysfunction or simply want to improve your sexual function, call Neogenics at 239-277-9999 for a free consultation. That's Neogenics at 277-9999. Again, 277-9999.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, JerSteel.com, the website, Steel has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Top 5 audio clips of the day. Here we go. 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
Your level of restrictions, what you permit. It may be that we actually have indoor mask wearing for years. And this virus may throw us curveballs. There may be, we've got the Delta variant. God help us if we have another variant.
Who knows? I mean, there's Australia talking about how we might have masking indoors forever. I mean, we just don't know. You never know what's going to be, what's sent, what kind of curveballs. I mean, you can make that about anything, right? Any kind of curveball. So there you go, Australia, who has been locking down their citizens for quite a while now, is saying, the masking indoor thing, hey, it could be going on for a long time because, it's what is it? It's science.
Number 4.
The Build Back Better is 3 baskets. It's climate, which we spent some time talking about already, health, jobs, security, and moral responsibility. It's healthcare. The issues that relate to the Affordable Care Act, Medicare and Medicaid, and family care I mentioned.
I'm not really sure, but as Nancy Pelosi was mentioning the 3 baskets and the 3 things, that sure sounds like she's counting a little higher than 3, but I might be a little off base there. I'm not really sure how that works.
Number 3.
One of the K4s in the Build Back Better bill that's been proposed is IRS cracking down on some unpaid taxes. Banks are starting to get calls from customers, and they're reporting these calls they're concerned about this tracking of transactions that is greater than $600. So Americans are starting to be worried about this. Do you think that this pay for of giving the IRS more money to crack down on unpaid taxes is going to stay in the reconciliation bill? And what do you say to Americans who are concerned about that?
Yes. Well, okay, that's enough yeses. I can't handle it anymore. So a lot of people concerned about the $600 they're giving the power to the IRS to track bank accounts with that's basically you tracking every single human being here. And to that, maybe possibly being taken out. No. Nancy Pelosi's like, yep. We got to have it. I mean, we've got to be able to track people. We got to be able to point them out and decide who we're going to punish. I mean, we've got to find all those those evildoers, right?
Number 2.
The president doesn't prefer then one avenue or the other.
The president wants to make fundamental change in our economy, and he feels coming out of the pandemic is exactly the time to do that. And if we don't do it now, if we don't address the cost of childcare, to go back to Josh's question earlier, if we don't address the climate crisis, if we don't ensure that universal pre-K is a reality now, we're not going to have the same opportunity to do it for some time.
Remember when Democrats used to do things behind closed doors and say things about what they're going to do to destroy the country and the economy and everything else, immigration along the border and inflation, gas prices? Remember how they would always, if they were going to do something nefarious, going against let's say the Constitution, going against free markets, going against the capitalism, they would do it behind closed doors. Yeah, no longer. There's Jen Psaki who wanted to let everybody know that when it comes to the Build Back Better plan, listen, when you got a crisis, you can't let it go to waste. And there you go. The president wants to fundamentally transform the economy. Now, if you're going to fundamentally transform the economy to the most successful economy and the most successful country that has brought people up from poverty better than anyone in the human history that we all know, and you want to take that away, then explain to me if you're going to fundamentally change it. What are you going to change it to?
Number 1.
All parts, they're going to help kick this thing off. All right, guys, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Drivers, start your engines! Let's go, Brandon!
Yeah, so the announcer said, hey, help kick things off here, kids, at the Napa's Super Dirt Week Pro Stock 50 event at Oswego Speedway on Sunday, and one young boy decided to add to it. Drivers, start your engines. Let's go, Brandon.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
I'm sorry. That's pretty funny. So there you go. I just needed a little bit of that today. All right, 239-479-5592. So a couple of other things I wanted to get to, and that's it. Oh no. Are we doing this right now? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the president of these United States. It's Joe Biden. Good morning,
hey,
sir.
Always good to be on the Phil McNeil show, man. You guys are great.
It's Drew Steele. Come on.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope everybody had a happy and healthy St. Columbo Day there on Monday.
Columbus Day,
Did
sir.
You celebrate, man?
Well, no, yeah, kind of, yeah, sort of. But you made this proclamation. I mean, how's anybody supposed to celebrate October 11th now? It's supposed to be what, Indigenous Peoples Day, right?
Well, yeah, it's the right thing to do. It was time. It was time.
Yeah, sure.
And not only that, but spray paint Christopher Columbus statues days is too long a name.
Yeah, I bet that's coming up too. Yeah.
And by the way, for all Italians who are feeling gypped out of this, I'm also proclaiming Pizza Day to make everyone happy. But I got to hand it to old St. Columbo. He discovered the new world.
Columbus. It's Columbus, sir.
Yeah, he sailed across the Atlantic, Columbo in his big beige trench coat. He stopped for directions a couple times, saying, Excuse me, I hate to bother you. Just one more thing. Can I ask you a question? Do you know if India is this way?" And eventually, how'd you like that impression?
And
then by accident, he founded the first timeshare in the Bahamas. God love him.
No, what are you talking about? No, he did.
And he was a paisan, too, so he left his wife at home in Italy and brought his 3 girlfriends along. Yeah, the Tina, Pinata, and Santa Clarita.
All right, that's not how the story went. Oh, gosh, all right.
You know the thing.
No, I don't. All right, look, we're moving on, okay? So according to a new poll, boy, you are a disaster. I can say that to your face, but it's not really to your face. Well, it is kind of. You're down
What
to
are you talking about?
Easy. All right. It's a 38% positive job approval rating. Your administration is being labeled as not competent. I mean, you want to comment on that?
Hey, you better believe it. Look, I do, Jack. Look, not competent. What? We're building back better, man.
Yeah.
We're building back better. But it just takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time to build back. Listen, it's just cool to hate on Biden right now. I get it. I get it, Mac. It's a cool thing. But you got to realize I was uncool before it was cool to be uncool, and that's pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not sure.
I just want you all to know one thing.
Yeah.
I'm the hardest working person in the White House, hands down, man. That's a fact. Since Trump's caddy lived here.
Hey, all right, hold on a second.
Okay.
All right, yeah, easy. All right, well, hold on a second.
Come on, get a little joke in there.
Yeah, I know. All right, enough. Hold on a second. Somebody else is on the other line. What's going on here?
You're always cutting off my intervention.
All right, no,
man.
wait a minute. All right, calm down with your intervention. I got to take this. Because this, is this right, Jake? All right, this is a big day, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, from West Texas, about to be the oldest person ever to travel into space. Wow, before he gets on the ship there, it's Mr. William Shatner. Hey, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Drew. And happy hello to you, Mr. President. Oh, hey, Bill there. Congratulations going out on the up in the outer sky reaches there in the Spacely Sprockets thing. Well, thank you, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Shatner, seriously. So you're, listen, it's a busy day for you. Of all days to call, you're going to be making a history on the Bezos thing there, the Blue Origin rocket, right?
That's true, and I'll be the oldest, and if you've seen me in my jumpsuit, fattest person ever to travel into space.
Yeah, well, you guys have a little bit of a belly there. But hey, listen, don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, this is a historic moment.
I'm looking forward to the zero weightlessness.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. But
I'm as ready as any 90-year-old space traveler can be, Drew.
Yeah.
I've got the nerve. I've got guts, vigor, some Werther's Originals hard candy, the pocket knife, and a small block of wood just in case I want to pass the time by whittling.
Whittling, okay. You got any other responsibilities?
I'm not going to be up there that long.
All right,
man.
easy, Mr. President. He's talking. Calm down here. Hold on a second. So, what else do you have to do here as a crew member on board?
Well, actually, the Blue Origin folks have made this mission a very pleasurable experience for me. So I don't have to command the ship as I once did.
Yeah.
And they gave me discount tickets thanks to Priceline.com.
Okay, yeah.
Although 5 minutes into the flight, I am supposed to radio Scotty and demand more power, for my hearing aids.
Okay.
Oh, hearing aids, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Usually I'm the old guy cracking you know the thing.
Yeah, I know the thing.
Jokes. Are you talking about jokes? Yes. What is he saying, Drew?
I don't. How do I know? I never know what this guy is. Nobody on the planet knows what the President of the United States is saying, if we're going to be honest. All right. So, William Shatner, before you go, maybe some final words before you head to space.
Well, now that you mention it, yes. Jake, can you cue the music, please? Suborbital space. The final frontier. That's until Elon Musk one-ups Bezos yet again. These are the voyages of the super wealthy, connected, and famous. It's 5-minute mission to explore strange new adult diapers, to seek out and find new ways to increase my fiber shake intake and decrease my prostate size.
What?
To design a new space helmet that won't mess up my toupee. To boldly shat where no one has shat before.
Okay, well, that's it. Good luck in space. We appreciate that, Mr. Shatner. Good luck there to you, sir. All right.
Kirk out.
Yes, Kirk out. All right. And there's...
Hey, beam me up, Kamala. Beam me up.
We've got to go now. Goodbye, Mr. President.
All right, if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me, man.
Yeah, I sure do.
And I'm the old guy.
All right, you got it. Both of you. Goodbye. You got to go. All right. 239-479-5592. Why don't we just take a break after that? Can we do that? Let's just take a break. Wow. All right. I'm looking at the time. It's, about 45 minutes, a little less than that he heads off into space? Okay, good. Sort of space. All right, let's find out how the remainder of the forecast is shaping up for today. Week News meteorologist Casey Sherman.
happy Wednesday. Another dry start to the day will give way to a